Recording. All right, you guys are Gucci. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Jacob,
Yeah.
when last session when I made the Thieves Reprieve and I rolled the 2 for cost plus 1 and made it 30, it should have been 15 because I was in the safe house or like Gray Manor because it's
Alright.
half price, right?
You can give yourself the gold back. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. If you guys have all the information and you come back with this is the numbers how they should have been, that's fine with me. It shows that you're actually reading the shit I give you. So
Cool.
Yeah, so last session you guys wrapped up the hunts. It was the last part of your trials. You then had a conversation where the Greys individually congratulated you and wanted to boost your morale in some way or really show what your character was made of by pointing out the things that you do well. After the toasts were made, you guys ate a lovely meal, and then you heard a knock at the door, and then all of you decided to hide. Vicar dove headfirst into an open owlbear taxidermy, and the rest of you took your own positions. You come to find out that the person at the door was a boy, about 19 years old, named Quentin, who had failed the trials multiple times before, but still remained loyal to the Greys and kept self-improving time after time. He came to tell you that there was some strange goings on at the Northern Light. He's been working there for a while, since before these Northern Light oppressors came in, the Church of Lysandi. He's not really on board with what they're doing, and neither is anyone who subscribes to the old Norhaven beliefs. After inviting him in, you guys came downstairs and out from your... Or you told him to go upstairs so you could speak with Katerina directly. You kind of went back and forth on if this kid was legit or not. Eventually you decided he could come down. After he came down, you talked with him directly. Cassian stood him up a little bit, making sure that he's got the stuffs. And you formulated a plan where he was going to leave you a dead drop with a bunch of different supplies that you would need. Food, clothing, and to the clothing aspect, Vicar went out and talked to somebody who is from the crime syndicate that you guys still don't know the name of yet. He had a small tattoo of a snowflake on his wrist, and through negotiation, you were able to obtain stolen, for lack of a better term, cultist robes to be included in your dead drop. So, you guys decided to go via the cave network underneath Norhaven that used to have a full-blown map in the Gray Manor, but it was burned or stolen or what have you back with the Purge. So Numat decided to go and do a lot of exploring, figure it out, map everything out. You came across where you think the right direction was, but it was kind of scattered. So you walked, found out that there's an Umber Hulk living there, took care of it, broke down a wall, and then not so subtly introduced yourself to a cult member.
We tried.
Eventually almost convinced him that you belonged
He had to go.
before Cassian kind of made sure that he stopped breathing. Just about then, another guard came out, and you guys quickly took care of him, too, with a cast of hold person, keeping him in place as you beat him mercilessly to death. You threw the bodies down a hole, and that's where we left off.
And we cleaned
Down
up
the hole.
afterwards.
Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
Good point. Good point.
So we were going to go up the stairs, correct? Had we sent 2 people up already, I believe?
I thought we did, right?
Yes,
Essentially,
I
yeah.
was. It was Cassian and myself in the robes of the 2.
Yeah, you guys had
Yeah.
already
Dudes.
modified your robes to fit correctly.
Oh yeah.
Right. Jacob, as a note, I will have taken Fiend's Folly and wrapped it around my waist like my mother used to as a belt, but I would have done so underneath my robe and cut a slit for easy access.
All right, noted.
Okay, so...
Uh,
yeah,
Sorry, I was
No, you're
typing
good.
something out real quick.
Yeah, please.
You roll a sleight of hand check to see how subtly you can make this look.
Can I assist with my disguise proficiency?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with advantage, with Vicar pointing out some of the flaws in your costume.
17.
17. Yep, the slit is hardly noticeable. Only when you're running does it really show what's underneath.
Word.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, so up is cleared. We have
Yep.
all of the supplies that we're gonna need, and now we have another door.
Which
Yeah,
is
it's to the
down.
north.
Well, I'm assuming it's down.
No, the door
Oh, well,
down
yeah.
goes up to the church. The door north.
Oh, I thought he was saying that
Sorry, no.
it goes down.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like the
thinking.
the
The
northern
southern door goes
door
up. The southern
will
door
go
goes up.
Yeah.
down in elevation. So all right, yeah. So we're gonna go see if we can't figure out what's going on with these ingredients that they're
Mm-hmm.
shipping down here, and maybe try to expose some of the misdoings of the church.
Do we want to take this rug?
Is this holy water here?
Is this rug worth a lot?
Tony's on the same page as me.
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you walk up to both of you. One for the actually, you know what? Make an Arcana check for the holy water and make an investigation check for the worth of the rug.
Okay. Worth of the rug.
Who wants to do what?
Dude, Persian
Arcana.
rugs weigh a fuck ton, so imagine having to roll that bitch up and carry
I
it through the-
got a 4.
Tony, do you
I'm
wanna check out
rolling
the-
for.
Yeah,
I'm
they've got the
rolling
rug.
for
Yeah, yeah.
investigation.
It's definitely a clear liquid.
I also rolled a 4.
Hey,
That's a
rug.
rug.
That's a rug.
That's a nice boulder.
And if we pour this liquid on that rug, it will be a wet rug.
Yeah, it's a rug.
Mhm.
God.
See, that's thinking. Dude, good stuff. Glad we figured this out. All right. Well,
Let's go.
I'm gonna take point with Sid.
All right. Go to the front door. Are you going to just walk through?
No, we're
Can
cracking that bitch and
we
looking through.
listen?
Yeah, we're gonna peer sneakily.
Oh, is there a keyhole? Classic keyhole peep.
Go ahead and roll investigation check for me. You see a keyhole. You're not sure if you can actually see through it or not.
That's a natural 18, and you said investigation.
Yeah,
I think he's got it.
Investigation. That's +0. So yeah, 18.
18. Yeah, the keyhole is just barely big enough where you can see into the next room. It looks like a small hallway, but you don't get much detail.
It looks like there's a hallway beyond this door.
Well, that's
Great.
good.
Let's
Let's
check it
push
out.
through methodically.
Be careful. We know that there's people down here.
I
Right.
opened the door, but I haven't walked through yet. Vicar, you want to see if there's anything suspicious?
Okay.
Or
I
Numa? Who's
see a
doing
short hallway, and then there's another door on the other side. Like there could be an opening on the other side. Or clearing.
Yeah.
that? So do my eyes see the same thing?
I mean, I
Jacob, does this hallway get kind of rocky like the subterranean that we were in before, or is this more like a finished church hallway?
those
No,
floors-
once you broke the wall from the cave network into here, everything looks like it's stone. It's old stone, very old.
Mhm.
So it's not smooth, but it has been manufactured or
But the
dug out.
door was not locked, correct?
The door was not locked.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna say no traps.
Yeah, when you open the door, nothing happens.
All right, Tony, let's do this.
Yep, I'm with you.
Let's move.
Yeet. We're in the room.
You guys enter this room. There's several torches lighting up this area and what appears to be 3 other archways that lead in 3 separate directions. Can't really see much beyond that.
I see some boxes.
I'm
to
Checking
the left.
keyholes.
The left has a door.
Could I see if there's any like signs of travel toward one corridor specifically?
Um,
Oh, that's a good point.
Footprints or
Yeah, like
anything?
worn.
Scrapes along the
Lit
walls.
torches in one way. Not
go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Somebody moving large objects through, banging into shit.
9.
Perhaps.
9. You know what? You do 1 too, Kazer. You do your own investigation.
21, baby.
21. Okay. The heaviest traffic looks like it clearly goes straight north.
Okay.
But not to say that there isn't footprints or little scrapes that suggest that this place, if not recently at least, has been fairly well used throughout the centuries.
It looks like it's all well traveled, but the main path is definitely dead ahead.
Can we observe this door? Is there any way to look through it?
This one doesn't have a keyway that is quite as large as the previous one. This one looks like it's a little bit more secured. So trying to see anything is going to be very, very difficult through this keyhole.
Sure.
You can try.
Can we listen?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you put your little ear cavity to the door.
Mm-hmm. I don't have ears, so thank you for...
You got that cloaca, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't hear with that. You said perception?
Yes.
All right. 11 plus 6.
11 plus
17.
6. You can definitely hear voices. Multiple, but you can't make out precisely how many.
Okay. So there's multiple people on the other side of this door.
What are they talking about?
I just hear multiple voices. That's all I can tell.
Would it help if somebody with ears listened in?
Be my guest, Sid.
No. Ears, not little flaps covered by feathers. Okay, ears.
Is that Sid's way of saying he wants to try to?
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Yep. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
What is mine? Perception. Okay. 6.
6.
What do you hear with those ears?
I hear that this dice is loaded.
You put your ear to the door and it's dead quiet. Sounds like wood.
Interesting.
This wood sounds very woody.
Y'all are very perceptive. You know there's a rug, water, and the door sounds like wood.
You better watch it, Josh. Cool. Should we, I guess,
go left or right?
explore what's around first before making a
Grand entrance again?
Yeah.
Do we want to try to, like, knock? Or just open it up like we belong?
You can knock if you want to. I'm going to go this way.
No, I say we clear out the other ways first.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
avoid.
But when we come back.
Possibly. I think it's probably a good idea.
Do we ever knock?
We're going right.
Going right, baby.
I think the
This
folks
looks like
with
a
the ropes
dead
should be
end,
up
doesn't
front.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all have ropes on. Don't we?
No.
Oh, who doesn't have
We only
ropes
have
on?
2 sides.
Oh.
Wait,
this the
what,
dead
is
end?
that true? No. Once we got the drop, we have
Yeah, I was like,
everybody
we all have
has.
ropes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Perfect,
true.
yeah. So people with eyes and ears should go first.
Okay.
As you approach this area, you see a long corridor with several different openings
Holy
on the
Oh,
Jesus.
side.
fuck.
Long corridor.
We're exploring.
Baker should take the lead here. Check if anyone's in there.
There's something to the right.
Yeah.
Go
Your
ahead
lack
and
of
roll a stealth
ears.
check for me.
Ooh.
Group
Who?
stealth check.
Oh,
A
Lord.
group stealth check. Oh, yeah.
Oopsies.
Well, me and Tony have this.
That's 3, baby.
I got an 8.
Ooh.
Oh my god, a nat 20.
Did you
Plus
really?
4.
I got a 24.
I
21.
got a tan.
14.
Or 8 plus 2. I got 10. Oh, wait, but I have to roll with disadvantage. Hold on.
What's my do I have a
Oh, that's a 19. So, yeah,
Plus,
that's
so-
10.
And Cassian?
10.
10. Just barely scraped past the DC.
Couple of 20s in there.
Yeah, wow, Jesus. Huh. What did we get by?
Got a door here, boys.
Sure looks like it. Why don't you listen and see what kind of wood it is, Sid?
Sure thing. Oh,
Did you go into the room?
no, it stopped me.
All right.
Wants to listen.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, you made that big. 16 plus something.
16 plus something. Go ahead and figure out what the plus something is. For
2, 18.
18. You don't hear anything in this one.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Something happened. There we go.
You guys want to go in?
It's quiet in here, so I guess we
Take a peek.
Let's take a
take
step
peek.
back.
Unless you want to check for traps real quick, Vic.
Sure. Yep, we can do that. Can I see if the door seems rigged?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an investigation check.
All right, we get a not great investigation, an 8.
An 8. The door has a lock. It's hard to see if you tamper with it, if there's a trap or something.
Is it locked? Can you check that?
Yo, Vicar,
Well,
is it
yep.
open?
I'm going to, without opening the door, just very gently depress the handle and I'm not going to try to unlatch it. I'm just going to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yes,
fun.
it's locked.
To the next
Well,
room.
I have lockpicks.
How many?
I don't know.
Are they
just-
Skyrim
singular
skill check.
use as well?
I have a thieves kit, right? So how many lockpicks are in that?
Enough to get this door open. That's
Yeah,
damn
for
sure.
sure.
Kai, kick the door.
I was tempted to.
Thieves tools. Thieves
Breach and clear, breach and
tools.
clear.
It just says a set of lockpicks. Doesn't say a number.
You can attempt to, with thieves' tools,
Yeah.
try to unlock the door.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Sleight of hand check.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus proficiency bonus.
It is +7, and I got a natural 1, baby.
Oh fuck.
You see Vicar go, I've got plenty of lockpicks. Walks over.
Drops all of them on the ground.
You walk over and like there's a couple of seconds of like this really odd scraping sound, and then you hear ting, and you look down. Your picks are broken. The broken parts are still in the lock, and you go, well, shit. And then I need you to make you, Cassian, Sid, and Kai all need to make a Constitution saving throw. For me.
No,
the four of
Son
us.
of a bitch.
I made a mistake.
Con save.
8.
16.
I got a 14 plus 6, so dirty 20.
I got
Anyone
10.
who got above a 12 succeeded and takes half damage, and you take
Fuck.
4 points of poison damage.
Is that the half?
Ouch.
That's a full amount.
If you failed, you take 4 points. You take
Okay.
2 points if you succeeded.
2 points of success.
Ow.
Ow.
Owie. Oh, jeez.
Vicar, are you trying to kill us, man?
You know, I think it was a trapped lock, and that's why the pick broke.
I think it's your lack of skill.
One of those unpickable locks. I see.
No, it was a trapped lock. I want to roll for deception. All right. Yeah. We got a 3 plus 9. It's a
I totally
12.
believe you.
Anyone look at your passive insight. If your passive insight is higher than his roll, you know he's bullshitting you.
I have
you
a
got 12?
12.
Yeah, I have a 12 as well.
Oh,
If you have a 12, then it's up to your best judgment. As a character, would you believe him or not? So that's
Yeah,
up to you.
I trust Vicky for sure.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shifty little owl.
No, that's
just
why I
look
broke.
at
That's why I
Friggin'
broke.
liar.
The
I
whole
just
it
look
was-
at Vicar and
bait.
shake my head,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't say anything.
All right. So that didn't work.
Yeah.
What next?
I'm assuming it's still locked.
So do I not have lockpicks now because of that?
I'm going to say that you broke a set of lockpicks and you have one set remaining, just to
Okay.
be nice. But going
Thanks.
forward, if you roll nat ones on lockpick checks, you're going to break them. So you might want
Got
to get
it.
some extras.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So this door's definitely locked for good, guys.
Should we take your broken lockpick out, so people who come behind don't
That's
tell that we.
yeah. No, that's probably a good idea.
And pick up all the.
I'm going to try to remove them.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check for
Yep.
me as you're trying
Come on,
to
come on.
use your remaining tools.
Before he does it, I stop outside. I walk outside.
I'm taking a step back as well. I don't trust
You
this
have to
guy.
put another
No,
knife in
I
your
don't
leg
think-
to get the other knife out, bro.
I don't think I've rolled a nat 1 this whole time, and I just rolled 2 almost back to back.
So you see,
You guys
Vic,
should move.
Victor breaks his picks the first time, goes, hang on, no, I got that. I can at least take him back out. He shoves him back in, you hear ting again, and you say, "What the fuck?" And I need you all to make a constitution saving throw again.
All of us?
Anyone who's within 10 feet of the door, so Victor
I
and
moved.
Me.
Oh, I'm around the corner, baby.
I was like, once he
I
was
got
about to touch
another
it-
8. What is happening? I literally made all the same rolls.
What was the DC again?
The DC
12.
is 12.
Oh my
Get me
God,
out of
another
here.
4 fucking points. Of
Get me
damage.
out of here.
No, you take 3 points of damage this time if you fail.
Okay, 3. Oh
You take
my
1
God.
point if you succeed.
The party
Oh,
dies
okay.
to a door.
It wouldn't be the first time that's ever
I
happened.
was like, right? You gotta watch out for tables and doors.
Not like
Yep.
this, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
You
those are.
effectively have no lock picks at the moment.
Well, I didn't say I was using my lockpicks to remove the lockpicks.
Okay, so what were you using?
Let's say a dagger.
Dude,
Use that,
broken.
use that beak of
Alright.
yours.
I was
Oh,
thinking just my
no.
hands, honestly, but
Okay, all right.
Well, now you don't have any hands, Victor.
Yeah, all right. I'll let it slide this time. But going forward, whenever you want to get your broken lock picks out, you would need to use like specific
Oh.
tools to try to get them out.
Well, I really hope we
Lockpick
don't need
removal tools?
lockpicks
Okay.
anywhere else down here.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you want me using them. To be honest, it doesn't seem like it's my day.
Nope.
Maybe I'll
I'm
try
not
next
interested in whatever is behind that door any longer. We should move on.
Agree.
Please,
Let's make our way.
All right, so there's another door up here.
I'm not touching it.
Make another stealth check for me.
Who are we stealthing?
Please.
What is?
Ourselves, bro.
Um.
Oh, you boys are not
15.
gonna like this. That is a nat 1, and I roll with disadvantage. Oh,
I got a 16, so I'm not bailing you out this time.
I got a 16.
15.
DHE.
Sid is clanging into the walls like an insane asylum in his head.
I trip over Vickers' freaking stupidity.
My
is what I
broken
trip
lockpicks.
over.
All right.
One of my
so-
broken lockpicks is stuck in your shoe, and you.
Just keep
This
dragging
is the
it.
parkour episode from The Office, but in full flame.
All right. So we got a natural 1, 2 16s.
A 10.
I got a 15.
I don't add my bonus on the nat 1, right?
You do, but
It
it
doesn't
won't matter.
matter.
Your stealth isn't high
Yeah.
enough for it.
Yeah, it would be a 3.
All right. Let me roll something over here.
A doobie.
Let's be
Oh,
fair
fuck yeah.
about this. All right. You guys are in the clear for this door, apparently.
Yes.
Huh.
Sid, could you be any louder?
Can I observe the hallways or at least doors to look like if there's like spying cameras or like a hole in the wall that it's obvious that someone could be watching us?
Yeah,
Something of
go
those
ahead
types
and
of things.
Roll a perception check for me.
While he does that, I want to take out my dagger and say, "Hey guys, who am I?" And I want to stab the lock with my dagger.
I'm around the
Make a
corner.
Constitution
I am
saving throw.
around the corner.
Yep, seriously.
Holy fuck, dude.
Okay. You know what? Go. Shit, I didn't expect that. Let's see. What kind of check would that even be?
Yeet check.
Roll, you're a dumb piece of shit.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll against this lock.
An
Doors
attack
and
roll.
Fuck it up.
Frick, what is my hold on?
I got a dirty 20 on the perception roll. 13 plus 7.
My hit DC is +6 with daggers. Okay.
What'd you say, Dave?
13 plus 7 on the perception check.
So a 20 natural roll. Okay, yeah. So you look around and you don't see anything at the moment. It doesn't look like there's any crevices or anything that you could be spied through. but doesn't mean that there couldn't be someone that comes by.
Right.
It's a pretty long hallway.
Yeah.
I got
am going
9.
to go to the end of the hallway here and just make
And-
sure no one comes from where we came from.
That's a 9 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you jam your dagger into this thing, but you didn't get it in the keyhole. You just marred the outside of the surface of this door. You didn't even get inside the lock part itself.
Nice.
At least I hit the lock.
At least my dagger's not broken.
Can Kazar do a shoulder peek kind of a thing?
Shoulder
Well,
peek where?
It's a good thing it's not
Where he's
broken,
at.
Sid, because that's all you're working with.
I was like, just to
Mhm.
Like,
clarify.
I'm trying to be stealthy where I'm at, just like kind of peek around the corner, just see if anyone's coming.
Yeah.
If I hear
Alright.
anything.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he's standing in the hallway.
Yeah,
so
you
it's, like,
don't
it's hard to
see anybody at the moment.
All right. I'm just gonna wait there, and
Yeah.
I am kind of trying to be stealthy with it.
Yeah, we'll motion to you, and we are gonna need you to walk up.
All right.
There's another door up here. I'm assuming, guys.
Agreed.
Wait, is this like a? Oh, never mind.
Does it?
Wait, did we want to listen to this door or do anything other than stab it with our tiny
I
dagger?
would like to very carefully walk into this opening.
Very carefully walk into
Like,
the opening.
like peek your head
Yeah,
into
okay.
it.
You
or-
see basically the same setup as the other 3 mini hallways with the double doors at the end of it.
A
So are we
door.
ignoring this door?
Do I want to kick this door? I can kick it.
Oh god.
Last time we ignored something, we missed out on like the rarest shards in the fucking
Yeah,
game.
I'm going to listen to this door and see if I can hear anybody on the other side.
Where are you?
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Wait, why don't I see you?
Fucking that one.
Wait, where did Vicar go?
He's in the second one.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Got a 10.
Yep.
Again, let me roll something over here. You hear ever so faintly something, but you didn't roll high enough to even figure out what you're hearing. But there is something. There's some
sound.
Then on the other side.
Okay.
Speak louder.
No, we're being stealthy.
Yes,
Like,
the
yell.
stealth.
I
The
stayed
stealth
with
is
you.
what's important. As I stab
Yeah.
the fucking door.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Do you stab the door again?
No,
Now I'm
no,
gonna go
he's
up-
saying that he did it before.
I am.
Yeah, so-
wait, no, it's this door. I am gonna
Yeah,
go up and
there's-
stab this door.
I was like, wait, before he does that, can I just check to see if it's locked? Can I check if it's locked? Like, just to, like, gently just check.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check for me as you check to see if the door is locked.
I don't even think I have sleight of hand very good stuff. Where?
Because you're literally
just
trying.
slashes the
Considering
crap
you've
out of
kicked
the
like
door and
10
it's
walls
wide
in this
open
fucking
anyways.
campaign.
Wall kicker.
He's
got
a
an
wall
8.
kicker.
You got an 8.
I don't
Um,
have dex.
You try to subtly do this lock, and you hear it's definitely locked, but you made a noise. And then whatever was on the other side of this thing, there's no noise coming from it anymore.
Wait, I
Okay.
didn't check that door.
But I was thinking they were connected.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe there are, but Jacob, are you saying that this door down here stopped making noise when Dave did that up there?
No, the door that Dave is by is the door that had noise.
Oh, well,
And
I didn't
then-
check that door.
Oh, that was okay. I wasn't looking
Yeah.
at the map at the moment you were saying that. I thought you guys were all together.
No.
You didn't hear anything. So technically, what I said is information that you guys wouldn't know.
Got
Shit.
it. So,
Freebie.
Do you guys want
so
me to
I
kick this
didn't hear
door?
anything on this door.
I'm not aware of any noises on the other side of this door. Should I just kick it?
Is that what
You're
you
gonna
would
kick it whether we
do?
tell you to or not, brother.
I'm not. It's not the end of a hallway. It's a door.
That's true. It's not a stone wall.
All right, before Dave gets to kicking, can I try this handle here gently and see if it's locked?
Uh,
Not the one
Dave-
I'm at.
okay. Yes, go ahead and try it gently. See if it's locked.
Okay. Am I rolling sleight of hand?
Yes.
All right. Well, I got a natural 20 plus 7. So
Nice.
Beautiful technique. It's like, you had parents that you needed to hide alcohol from or something. Like that makes no noise, but you're like, yeah, this door is definitely locked.
Okay, so these doors
Okay.
are probably locked.
I'm gonna do it, guys.
Let's do it, baby.
I'm feeling the natural 20 rush. I'm gonna try to open this one.
I'm down here
Mhm.
with Vicar for sure.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Shoulder peeking this
Uh,
door.
So I got a 15 plus 7, so
Yeah.
22.
Easy. Someone was wrong with that last one.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying, guys. Look at this shit.
But again, you didn't try to disarm the trap first, so I need you and Cassie to
Dumbass.
Cassian.
We're going down together, baby. But this time, I got an 18.
Got an 18. All right. And Cassian?
Not an 18. It's a dex save. What did you say?
Constitution.
Con.
Yeah.
Con save. 12.
12. That just beats the DC. You each take 2 points of damage.
I forgot about that again. I'm so
Mhm.
sorry.
I'm just like down the hallway hearing like little mini explosions go off. It's like-
Okay, I'm going to open the door and peek through a crack.
All right.
Now I
You
still
open the door through a plume of like this acidic mist,
Yes.
and you see. You can go ahead and open the door if you want to.
Yep.
You see a very ornate room that has a really nice rug, similar to the one that you found in the first hallway.
What
but
is it
smaller.
worth?
This space looks to be set up specifically for someone with a slightly higher status in the church rankings, and you can see there's notes on a desk in the corner.
I grab those and hand them to Kazir immediately.
All right.
If this is all we're worried about with these rooms, guys, we should just get at it.
Can I?
Yes, well, they all seem to be trapped. I have learned this through personal experience. So
yeah, I
let's,
watched you.
Jacob, I take
Yeah, well, thanks for helping.
I take careful note of how the notes are placed before I pick them up. And then I hand them to Kazir and say, you need to look through these notes quickly before we leave.
Does it look like there's anything of value
While we
in this
wait,
room?
can I start studying those?
Yeah. Go ahead and do a real quick investigation check for me, trying to read through
Yeah, just
a bunch of notes quickly.
And I'm going to look for anything valuable.
That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Sticky bird fingers.
We'll do,
Yes,
we'll
I'm
do
a
Kaiser
thief.
first, and then we'll get to the investigation of the room.
I'll need some more time.
It wasn't good, was it?
That one.
Oh, hey, this is the session of the
I'm
ones,
actually
boys.
holding the notes upside down, and I'm like, honestly, I cannot figure this out right now. I'll look at this later.
It's like perfect common, like very high status common, but you're like, this is fucking draconic. I have
Somebody
no
else
idea what
It's
this
like
is.
cursive.
It cannot be that challenging. Can somebody else take a look at those?
Numa, you got this.
I can't even read.
Numa can't read. He's illiterate, bro.
Wow.
Gotta be better than Kazir right now.
Kai
Yeah,
signs my name for me, dude. He's my legal guardian.
His POA.
You're reading a lot of stuff that doesn't matter. It's just general fluff. There might be something more here, but again, it would take that extra bit of time. Just to
just
try to.
pocket the notes for now, then.
Wait, I thought we were
For
putting them
later.
back.
Are we?
Oh, we should put them back.
Ideally, I would like to leave this as if we have not touched it.
The
But
traps have been set off, and there's a giant
It's
gash
true.
on the doors, guys. I think they know something's up, even if we leave the notes.
okay, then our
does have
new
a point.
objective is to get out here without being seen at all.
No promises.
Yeah, definitely not. Mr. Clanky boy over here. Now let's look for the goods.
I'm going
Okay,
up to
go
this
ahead
third
and roll an
room.
investigation check for me.
I
This is gonna
got
be some sort of fucking love letter or diary, and it's gonna be worthless. God damn. it.
investigation 11.
11. Scouring around this room, you don't really see anything of note to take. It's like these people live fairly humble, dedicated lives. This is just a slightly nicer room than like your average inn.
Fair enough.
Find anything good in there, Vicar?
Just a rug.
All right, boys. It's time to move on. These
Vicar,
Before we
would
leave,
you
I want to
mind-
look under the beds real quick.
Oh shit! You so
Look under the
smart,
beds.
actually.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as you take a quick peek under.
Yeah, this is quick. This is
Just
definitely.
like a
beds.
mimic bed.
You said perception.
Yep.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Natural.
Jacob's dead.
Yeah, what's
Um,
Jacob?
Oh boy.
As you look under the bed that is to the south, not the one where the notes were, the other one, you see
Okay.
a small box, small wooden box.
I'm grabbing that bitch. Let's go.
All right, you grab it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you open it, take a look at what's inside.
No, I just have the box. We're going.
All right. Make
Can
note that
I-
you have a priest's wooden box.
Oh God.
Can
you know
I
what's in
very
it.
carefully inspect this door at the end of the hallway?
Where are you? Oh, up there.
Are we not gonna open
Yeah,
this?
as you guys walk past that door, though, I need you to make another stealth check because you're kind of clanging up and down this whole hallway trying a bunch of stuff.
I was originally here by myself, but yeah, the crew did arrive.
They came rolling in.
Yeah, 22.
22
12 plus proficiency, so 14.
with disadvantage.
Yes, yeah, it was 15 or 12.
I
Alright.
got a 6.
Well,
Oh no.
I
Nice one, Dragon Boy.
you know, it's just one of those times where the animal instinct in Vicar became overwhelming, and you just hear
Wow.
because
Are
I
you in
rolled
heat?
a 1 plus
Again?
7.
Third nat
Yo.
one tonight.
Oh my God, we're getting our averages in tonight, boys. We're getting our
Holy
averages in.
Take my dice away. Take my dice away.
Cassian, what do you do?
Jesus.
One's on the lockpicks and the stealth check.
What was the check again? I'm sorry.
You need to make a
Stealth.
stealth check. It's a make or break with your
Okay.
roll.
Oh fuck.
No pressure.
Natural 4 plus
Fire.
4, 8 total.
All right. As you
Jigs
guys
up.
start clinging down there, just keep your positions the way they are because you just got to the door when you hear guys behind you arguing and bickering, and then you hear a slight "Ooh" from the hallway, and then
So good.
you hear a voice from inside that door closest to you, Vicar.
Yeah.
Someone says, "Who's there?"
Whoever do you mean?
Should have just hooed.
Who's
hear-
there? What do you mean? Who? You know who? Who?
My God. So you hear a click from inside the room, and a door slowly starts to open. You see someone that looks like she might be a priestess standing there looking at you, fully armored, but with some cultist robes on top of it. She looks very confused, and she begins to raise her hand as if she's going to do something.
This is
Oh.
outside the third bedroom.
Good to see you again.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
I am going to need you to roll a deception check with disadvantage for this.
What? My whole thing is deception.
Yep.
You're fucking up everything.
All right, we got this. All right, first one is
Nat
a
1.
17.
17 was the second.
Second one is an 16.
Wow.
16.
Yep.
All right, let me do a roll here. See if she can.
Rolls a nat 20 and kills you.
She
Press
hasn't.
fireball at level 6.
She hasn't done anything yet. Her hand is still up. You bought yourself maybe a couple of other words or a sentence, maybe.
We were just creating a new path through the tunnels, and we got through the wow, what was the name of that thing?
The big bug thing.
The big bug thing. Yeah.
Umber
The
Hulk?
oh yeah. So we removed the Umber Hulk problem, as I'm sure you're aware.
There was never an Umber Hulk problem.
What do you mean? I mean, the Umber Hulk begs to differ. It killed 2 guys.
She looks very, very suspicious at this point. She didn't know about an Umber Hulk or anything like that.
Oh,
She-
you hadn't heard? Oh, I just assumed you would have known. And what was your name again? I know we've met before, but
Go ahead and roll me another deception check with disadvantage. This isn't.
Yeah, but
adding.
I already asked that. She didn't answer me. All right, fine.
He's an.
Okay, first one is a 22,
Smell the fear
and the
on
second one is a 14.
You roll real quick. She's not rolling with
Oh,
advantage to try to sniff you out.
Come on, baby.
But she puts 2 and 2 together I'm gonna say since you guys are trying to lie your way out of the situation, she's not gonna get like a surprise attack off you. You can tell pretty quickly by the look in her eyes she's about to make a movement. What are you guys gonna do?
Only there was a way for us to hold this person.
Like, question: do we even hear this from where we're stood in the hallway?
Oh yeah, this is like a conversation that's easily
Okay.
heard.
Well, if it's apparent that she is becoming aggressive, I'm going to charge her with the rapier.
It's like slice
Alright.
and dice her.
Yep.
Everybody, hang on a second here. Everybody, go ahead and roll for initiative.
I'm gonna roll in the fucking website for once because my real rolls have been dog
I
shit.
am so done.
Well,
26.
it's
Oh, it
really-
was a 17 and it rolled over to a 7.
Freaking
Fuck.
5, bro.
Vicar, I do want to clarify: is when you're rolling your dice, are you rolling a 1, or are you rolling a different term? Is it because your dice does it say fuck? Like fuck
Oh yeah,
me?
mine says fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had 3 fucks today, and not the good ones.
All right, Kai, what did you roll?
No, I got a 4.
You got a 4. Awesome.
Going
Good
first,
stuff.
definitely.
Vicar, you are up first as you take out
Yeah.
your rapier. What are you doing?
I am going to charge her, and 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use sneak attack.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. So I get a. It is a 6 plus 7, so a 13.
13. 13 does not hit.
Figured it wouldn't. Okay. Then I'm going to run away with the Rockish Audacity and get the hell out of here.
All right. You see a very slight shimmer around her as you get really close to the rapier. It's almost like your attack might have normally gone through, but there's some sort of enchantment or something going on.
I'm gonna call out to the boys. There's something magical about this bitch. As I run past and flip her the bird as I run away.
You see
There's
Vicar
something
running
bad.
away.
Just kidding. I don't flip the bird. I don't want to antagonize her. I've done too much of that. in
Not
the
this
past.
again.
I've learned my lesson.
Actually, teleports behind you.
And slits
yeah.
your throat.
Yes. No. None of that.
All right, Newmont, you're up next.
All right, I will move forward a tad, take a peek around this corner.
Yep,
Like,
you see
hi.
someone who's clearly getting ready to cast a spell.
Yeah, I will run up to her face and try to hit her with my quarterstaff.
All right, go for it.
Do 14.
14 doesn't hit.
Fuck. Hmm. I will try to do that again then. That is an 18.
18 does hit.
Nice. Oof,
Oh.
1 for damage. That's 4 points of damage. Rip. But I would like to spend a key point and do stunning strike. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw of a 14.
All right, she's got pretty good con. She succeeds.
Bitch.
Fuck.
Good idea, Newmont.
You see a really solid strike come from Newmont right in like the solar plexus area, and she like almost doubles over, but holds composure.
That will end my turn then.
All right, Kaiser, you're up.
Okay, I will move 5, 10. Okay, I'm going to cast Hold Person at 2nd level.
I need to make a wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Ooh.
So dumb.
Sorry, I'm still looking at the wisdom saving. Okay, she has a. I rolled the wrong thing at first. It's like that didn't seem right. A 14.
Ooh.
It's a 15 check, so she is held.
All right.
All right. Tie her up, quick. Disarm her. Right? Is that
It
like?
is her turn.
Wait. She rolled a 14.
She rolled a 14, but that's the end of your turn, right?
But it has to be a 15 for her to save.
Yeah, she rolled a 14, so she failed.
Right.
So
Okay.
she is hold personed at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'd just say to the group, tie her up. She's held in place, and end
Yeah.
my turn.
Okay, so but right after you in initiative, it's her turn. So I need to make. Correct me if I'm
Scared.
wrong. Another wisdom saving throw at the end of her turn.
Let me read it. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Joe's like a ghost.
So you see it lock her in place, and then you see her trying to struggle. Let's see if she can. 16. So she can't do anything on her turn, but you see her go from, and then kind of breaks out of the magical enchantment holding her. She looks pissed that she had to spend her whole turn doing that. Cassian.
He looks angry.
Yeah, she does. I'm gonna move to here, so hopefully I can see her. I can. So that's 10. And then I'm gonna move to here. I'm going to take my whip and bend it around Newmott's staff and try and snap her right in the chin.
All right.
It's cocked. Does 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Okay, I'm going to use my second attack to do the same thing. That is a 25 to hit.
25 is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Praise be Jesus.
That is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. All right. This is with your whip.
Yes, sir.
You see with a really good crack, you put a deep gash into her thigh. She bends her knee a little bit, almost like she's going to be brought down to one knee, but she still holds strong. That
I
the
could
your
just
turn?
ask you a question really quick.
Yep.
For like when I'm converting sorcery points to spells, am I assuming right with like a level 2 spell takes 2 sorcery points? Yes.
There is a whole chart for that in the sorcerer's. If you go to the player's handbook
Okay.
and then
I
look at
can
the
go. I can go find that. I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, it's not a direct 1-to-1 ratio, but I don't remember offhand what the
All right,
ratio.
sounds good. I'll go look that up.
Is that the end of your turn, Cassian?
Yeah, I believe that's the end of my turn.
All right, Sid, you're up.
I'm charging headlong at this woman.
All right.
Oops, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I just see
Get out of
Sid
the way.
disappear.
And I'm gonna strike her with the sword of vengeance.
Oh,
Okay, go
The
ahead.
cavalry arrived.
Bro, I'm done with these dice.
It's been a bad night, fellas.
It's a 9.
9 is not gonna hit.
I feel like you were close though.
Nah.
Swing and miss.
No and no. Yeah, I miss. Unfortunate bonus? No.
Oh wait, I think I have. Do I have a dagger?
And
All right, Kai, you're up.
I have a question about how like multiple weapons work because my guy has a shield, a spear, and a longsword. Do I have to like equip like if he normally holds a longsword? Is like how do you like equip a thing? Is that like a
So
thing?
you can swap one weapon on your turn for free, but you
Okay.
can't swap and then swap back.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
And taking a shield on and off is an action, but
Yeah.
I think that's dumb. So I'm probably going to rewrite that rule to be a bonus action because it shouldn't take your whole action to throw on a shield.
Gotcha. All right, because I think Alright, I don't have too much movement, so going down to this location here is 25 feet. So I'm gonna walk down here, assume I can see the lady. Okay, so Newmont's right in front of me. Is it feasible for me to throw a spear, like, at her? Like, is that, or is it, like, are they blocking it?
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
Don't roll a natural one, but yeah, you can
Nat
cut it.
one, yeah.
Okay, I wanna try.
Oh no.
Lord.
I thought
I,
the
s-
whip.
I see the title now.
Yeah, bro. You
I
need to
thought the
Newmont
whip.
gets speared.
I thought the whip was scary flying by my face. Now I'm gonna have a spear come chugging through. Come on.
Jeez.
I got, oh man, I got a 13. Is there
13.
+5?
+5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. So, Newmont,
Yes.
as you're sitting there, you're kind of bobbing and weaving a little bit, and the hairs on the back of your neck stick straight up. You look behind you just in time to see a flying spear, and then you do a solid split, and then come right back up. It misses you by an inch and hits her squarely in the shoulder.
Which one's 6?
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my D6 that, oh, it's the normal one. Duh.
A little heads up would have been nice, Kai.
Oh, I got a 6. And that's nice. 6
Sorry.
plus 2, so 8.
8.
Yeah, 8 points of
Okay.
damage.
All right. Yeah, you sink the spear straight into her, and she just kind of takes it out a little bit, and she looks like she's frustrated at what is happening here.
Getting
Is that the
ganked.
end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, I'll move one more space up because I have 5 more movement. Yeah, that's it.
Vicar.
All right, we're going to 1, 2, 3. That is a busy hallway.
It is a busy hallway.
The natural ones have been real.
You can't get a third one, sure.
I already got a third one.
Fourth one, surely.
There's no way you got
Prob-
another natural one.
That's how
Right? No,
probability
they're
works,
really.
right?
I mean,
I
what are
also
the
had
Statistically
that one.
unlikely.
It's getting really crazy.
what are the chances? All right, I
Statistically
am
unlikely.
going. What is without the special quiver? Can I still apply my basic poisons to ammunition as a bonus action or no?
I can't remember. It's in your sheets somewhere of what you can do specifically.
So I have it written down. Well, hang on. I'd have to.
It should be probably in your underhand guild passives is where it would be.
I don't think it would be. Well, maybe.
Where's my mug?
No, this is about crafting a poison. It would be under the poison. Inhale contact. No, I guess not. So I'm just going to shoot an arrow at this lady.
The poisoner feat and that quiver will both allow you to do it as
Right,
bonus
and I
action.
don't have that right now.
Yeah.
So just a regular old arrow
Okay, and you shoot
from
it at
your
her
boy.
feet, you said?
No.
I was like,
Oh, you were talking about the feet. I got you.
oh.
Yeah.
Does
Go
a
ahead and roll your
handstand?
attack.
Okay, come on, baby. All right, we got a 18.
18. That hits.
All right. And she she within 5 feet of
Yes,
Yeah,
is.
so I can do sneak attack, right? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Dude, that's
So that is going to be a D8 to start, which I get a 3 plus 4, so a 7, and then I get 3d6. So 7 plus 6 is 13, plus 1 is 14, and 4 is 18.
All right, 18 points of damage. You see Vicar with a super solid shot pulls back, releases his arrow, and it goes right into the same hole that the spear went into, and you can see it sticking out the back of her shoulder blade a little bit.
Nice.
She looks
Angie.
that definitely hurt her and put some damage in her mobility.
And we gonna duck.
All right. Bravely run away. Numa.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterstaff to the face.
All right, go ahead.
19.
Ooh.
19.
Nice.
That hits.
Bravely run away.
So brave.
So
9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I would like to spend another key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Got you.
Let me see. Nope, that doesn't hit. 11.
Nope.
But does the second one?
And then a 21.
21 hits.
And that's a 1d6. So that's 5. 8 points of damage again.
Nice.
And then could I take my second attack and quarterstaff to the face again?
Okay.
No, that does not hit.
All right. Still though, you see a couple of solid hits. She's surprisingly good at this magical armor that she seems to be wearing. It's like a mage misty shield of some sort. Just keeps deflecting your blows. It's not like you're missing them. It's just like they're not connecting the way they should.
She's cheating like that door.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Kazer,
All right, I'm a hitter with a chromatic orb.
go for it. What level are you casting at?
Orb.
Level 1, and we'll do it in acid type. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Correct.
Misses. I'm just joking.
It's a shame
Boom,
she has
17.
acid immunity.
It's okay. 17 points of damage.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
Damn.
Noted.
Fat.
And then
Solid hit. She's looking hurt, by the way.
I'm gonna use Quicken Spell and hit her with a fireball.
No.
Firebolt. All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
18 to hit.
All right. 18 hits.
Nice.
She immune to fire too?
No, I was
He was
joking
kidding.
about the immunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 damage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna just come back into the shadows.
He's so slinky.
Yeah, she's looking hurt. Bad enough so that her eyes kind of dart from one thing to the other. You see her doing some quick thinking, and she's like, what if I... And then it's like something connects, like a plan has changed in her mind. And she makes a movement with her hands. Poof. She disappears.
Misty stepped right next to me.
Josh, can you get rid of their visibility to see the token or no? Or just delete it? One or
You
the
like
other.
just move that out of the room or something?
All right. Okay. So that is what you guys see on her turn.
I just looked. I said, "What the fuck? Where did she go?"
Cassian, you're up.
Jacob, hover your mouse where you want me to place her when you want me to place her.
Well, they can see that, so I'm just keeping in mind where she is.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Just tell me, put your mouse over the square you want me to place
Well, we
her.
can
and I will put
see
her there.
where
Yeah,
his mouse
they-
is.
No. He means when we want to see her.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, pay
Hover
attention to
your
his
mouse
words.
over the square. Yes. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Jacob, that mouse is awfully close to my character, dude.
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Cassian, what are you doing?
I'd like to move into the room. To move past Sid and Numa would be half movement, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move to the desk and look for papers on the desk.
Okay. Do a real quick investigation check as you're trying to rifle through things here.
That is a natural 1.
Just kick your
Natural,
desk.
wow,
No.
what is that? The
This
fifth
is
natural one tonight?
Unreal.
All
I
right.
think this is more or equal to the amount that
We've had all
rolled
campaign.
all
Yes.
campaign. Yeah.
Or more.
We're averaging out, boys. We're averaging out.
perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yeah, you're looking at the papers, and there seems to be nothing useful here. Just at a first glance, it's really hard to make out. You're also in the heat of combat right now, so you're not
Tinder.
thinking quite.
Is this the best time for that, Cassian?
Yes.
I have no idea where she went, and we need to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
What's that? She's gone?
So, Cassie, is that the end of your
Yes.
turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right.
Sid, you're up.
I'm just going back this way. Not saying a damn word. 20, 25. No, you know what? No, I'll say it 20.
I was gonna
And
do that.
end my turn.
End your turn.
Now, if we're... Well, I'll see how it plays out then ask after.
If we know that she just turned invisible or like she could have TP'd or turned invisible, why are we not like trying to feel around and find her?
Go for it, Vigor. Your
I'm
turn's
just saying,
almost
you
up.
guys are just fucking walking
I'm
around.
going here. That's what I'm doing.
I was gonna do that, but I have to wait for my turn.
Well, it's your lucky day, Kai, because it's your turn.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. I'd like to go backwards, but we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna at least do a cone of draconic breath in this corner of the room, and see if I hit
Okay.
her. She's probably not
Light
here.
the church on fire!
I'm actually not gonna do fire because that sounds terrifying.
Yep.
We're
Smart.
gonna do. She didn't really seem to like acid earlier. We're gonna do acid. It's not gonna do a ton of damage, but it's whatever. You see if she's even there. So wait, actually, does it hit? Like, does it hit anything? Because like I have to aim it in
Yeah.
that direction.
Because the objects don't really get a saving throw, so they're just going to take a set amount of damage.
Right.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. It's a 4, I think. Yeah, 2d4. That's a 2, and that's a 3. So that's that's 5.
5 points total?
Yeah.
Okay. You see within this area, the bed covering starts being exposed with like little bits of cotton coming out and fizzling away like cotton candy placed in water. You see a bunch of the elements of the desk starting to physically corrode. The lamination, the polyurethane or whatever lacquer was on there is completely ruined. This nice desk is now completely worthless, and it looks like it's rickety and off kilter, but you didn't hear any screams. You don't see like a spot where there is no acid,
Yep.
as if it hit something and got stopped by it.
Alrighty. She's not in this corner. That's all I can do.
All right.
I'm gonna move back this way because I still have like a little bit more movement. There we go.
Vicar, your turn.
All right. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash and do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move up to this door, and I'm just going to lane an arrow down the side of the hallway.
Okay, like down this whole side of the hall.
Uh-huh.
Got you. All right. All right. Do you want to like use your reaction to hold action so that if something comes down, you shoot it?
No, I'm spy checking. I want
He
to...
wants to just shoot, like kind of what
I
did.
want to... Yeah, I want to clear the lane of this hallway.
Yeah, I'm just if you wanted to hold your action to shoot something if something comes out, or are you just looking?
I guess that actually makes more sense. Let's see. Okay, no, I want to spy check. I'm gonna land the hole. I'm just gonna loose it and just try to, if there's anybody standing in this line, I'm gonna know, essentially.
All right. Newmont, your turn.
So I'm assuming nothing happens and I missed the arrow. Right?
No, wait, you shot an arrow down the whole hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. So
Alright.
I'm going to report that to the group that this side of the hallway clear.
As I saw her
Arrow.
disappear in front of my face, could I have listened for any like footsteps running away from me?
Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
All right.
Where's my fucking inventory?
He's a wise little monk.
19. Oh no.
Who can't read?
Ooh. 19 and a 21.
Okay. Yeah,
So
well,
19.
let me roll for hers. Let's see what she gets.
Oh, she running.
Gets
As everybody's
Don't wanna feel
panicking
that
and
song.
shooting acid and arrows, I'm just sitting there, kind of closing my eyes and listening.
And
Oh, look at fucking Goody Two Shoes
It-
over here.
You're so cool, calm, and collected.
as everyone else is being kind of chaotic and going all over the place, you sit there for a moment, you close your eyes, and you can hear shuffling coming from the north as if someone is trying to do something and is fairly quiet, but not quite quiet enough. But it's definitely coming from around this area.
God damn it! I couldn't aim in that
Oh,
corner.
like in the room?
I was gonna.
Yep.
Man.
All
You hear
right.
shuffling. You don't know if it's her, but you definitely hear something.
Wait, I can't move my. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, I will just go up and just bear hug and try to grapple this corner of the room.
You try to bear hug.
Is that a thing?
Do an investigation check for me, not with disadvantage because there's something specific she's doing here.
5.
5. You bear hug and you don't feel anything. But you know the noise came from over here. You cannot, like, it doesn't make sense. The noise, something, it was in this area.
Kick it.
So was that my whole action then?
No, that's you going over there trying to figure out where she might be. So you can still tell me what you want to do. If you want to attack, tell me where you're attacking and how.
I would just like to attack my quarterstaff and just swing it out kind of along the corner of this room.
Like
Baseball
horizontal.
swinging it.
Baseball swing.
Right. You baseball swing it. There's no need to make a roll here. The baseball swing doesn't work. But you still have other attacks, right?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel anything. And then when I did the baseball swing, did I just whiff air? Just whoop.
Yeah. Well, you did the hug in a specific place in front of you. You did the baseball swing, which kind of would have gotten that corner over there all within mid-level. You're trying to do this.
Kick it.
All right. I would like to take a bonus action and do an unarmed strike and just take my leg and kick down low.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Disadvantage.
Oh no. All right. Well, it doesn't count.
Come on, Scotty.
Ooh, disadvantage. That would be an 8.
An 8. You feel something with your foot, but it's just like you clipped the edge of a shoe or something, which doesn't make sense because if you clip the edge of a shoe coming from down there, how did you not make a base intelligence check for me trying to piece this together where she is?
Uh-oh.
Oh god, the smartest of the boys.
What do you mean base intelligence
So
check?
just make a
Uh-oh.
d20 roll using your intelligence modifier.
He doesn't
Alright.
have that.
No, I
You're not
don't.
reading a book here, bud. You're not
The
reading a book here.
illiterate.
We're gonna be fine.
That's a 14.
14. With a 14, you think it's possible that she might have tried to scurry her way under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And you just clipped her shoe when you were trying to attack her. She's not exactly where you are, but she is pretty close.
All right, well, I think that ends my turn, but as I do all that, I look at Kai and I just go, "You got the wrong bed."
I wanted to do it, but I would hit Cassian. Do you not have
Alright.
one more attack? Or is that the kick? You said unarmed strike.
Well, I went in bear hug. Would that be one of my actions for my attacks, or did you not count that?
I would count that as like a grapple. You're trying to grapple something that's there.
All right. Well, then if I have one more action for that, I would like to lay on the ground and just kind of pool shot my quarterstaff right under the bed.
Right, yeah.
So hang on a second. You did a swing, a
Yep.
grapple attempt, and a bonus action kick.
Yes.
Can you still make
So,
another attack?
Does that?
what's up?
Can you still make another attack?
How does the grapple?
No,
That's the
right.
question.
So the
Do
grapple
you have
did
2 or 3?
count as an action.
Yeah, do you have 2 or
Yeah,
3?
well, that's what I was asking. Was my grapple an action?
Yeah.
It was an attack action.
Okay.
I'm not counting it as your whole action, but it was
Okay.
one of your
No,
attacks.
then no, I can't make another attack.
Okay, but you do know where she is at this point.
Yes.
Tazer.
Okay.
I
I will
rolled a bit.
go.
Numa, do you say anything? Because Kazer doesn't know where she is.
Oh yeah, I shouted to Kai and I said, "You got the wrong bed," as I was
Okay.
like looking
Alright.
here and pointing.
If I stood here, would I be within 5 feet of the bed or no?
What?
What?
You're way out of the room.
Do you see where my cursor is?
Oh, okay. No, you're not within 5 feet of the bed there. You'd have to move closer.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
can't actually see it. Okay. So from here, I guess I'll just throw a fireball under the bed.
All right.
Oh, no.
She's gonna have she's a little bit harder to hit underneath the bed, but you can still make an attack, not with disadvantage.
21.
21. That still
Yeah.
hits even with her boosted AC from the bed.
Sniped her ass.
7.
7
points of damage.
You hear a groan of pain from underneath the bed.
Is she visible after
Immediately
taking
after you
damage?
hear the groan of pain, I need Cassian. You're
sir.
right there.
Grabs his leg.
You hear, I suggest that you defend me with your life. Kill anyone who attempts to attack me.
Oh, nice.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm sorry, an intelligence saving throw, not a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
damn.
Intelligence saving throw.
That's a lot harder to do. We're dumb.
A 14.
Oh, shit.
14. What's her spell save DC? Just misses. It's a DC 15 save.
Oh, shit. All right.
So, as she says this,
Ooh,
Newmont, you're right
Yes.
next to Cassian. You kind of
Yes.
turn and you see that his eyes are glazed over. Something's not quite right here.
Okay. So seeing this, I'm going to use Quicken Spell.
It's not your turn anymore.
I didn't end my turn, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I moved on from your turn. That is my fault. Okay.
Okay, I won't-
So
were you
has
going
this
to
not
use Quicken
happened
Spell?
before?
Not yet.
Okay. So then, if that didn't happen, I guess I'll just go back here and end my turn.
Well, it will happen now. Like it,
Right, yes,
Yeah,
but
well,
if it
like,
hadn't
I was
happened
gonna do
before he ended
something.
his turn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then
I'm sorry. I thought you were done your turn. I didn't know you were going to Quicken
That's
Spell.
okay. That's okay.
Cassian, you're
Yep.
up. You just were given the order to defend her at all costs, and these people are trying to attack her. And for a split second, you don't remember these people. You just know they're trying to attack your friend.
Does that carry on through my turn? The effect took hold?
Yep, you failed your saving throw, so now you have to use your action to defend her, and she did say, kill anyone who tries to attack me.
Well, considering Newmont is the closest,
Oh no.
And I'm going to say for the purpose of this, just so you don't feel terrible about all of this,
No,
you
it's
don't
okay.
have to use your most powerful attacks or features. Just attack as you normally would for a basic enemy. This doesn't have to be like bloodlust attacks.
Can I counter you by saying she said kill them?
She did. I mean, you can. I'm trying to give you a little bit of grace, but if you want to go with your full
Oh
all-out
my
attacks,
End me.
drops all superiority die.
I'm going to
thank God none of you are a fiend. You'd be over.
I want to pull out my dagger, and I'm going to. Let me think about this just for 1 second, boys.
Yep.
Mm.
This is one of those plot twist moments. So
Yeah.
This is fun.
Why is Cassian always getting possessed?
this time
He
it's just
has
because he
happened
was right
multiple
there.
times.
Let's see here. I'm going to pull out my dagger because he's too close for me to use my whip, and I will take a strike at him with the dagger. That's a 15 plus 7 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. With that hit, I will expend a superiority die to inflict menacing on him. You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
7.
You fail, so you are frightened of me.
What the fuck, Cassian?
So afraid.
You are frightened, which means a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
I just
Huh.
cower in this corner.
I will use my second attack to strike my dagger against Numa again. Actually,
Wait,
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
turn.
tell me the damage you did for the first one.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I didn't roll damage. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, you did.
D4 plus a D8 plus all the modifiers.
I'm dead.
So that is 1d4 plus a d8. Where's that d8?
Are you really low?
No, he should be pretty much full except for the poison damage if he took any.
That's 8 points of damage.
Okay. Got it.
And then I'm going to turn to Kai, who is in the doorway, and I'm going to strike him with my whip.
You're into that kind of stuff, huh?
Wait,
Yes, I am.
wouldn't you have gone from whip to dagger and then you can't go back to whip afterwards, right?
He
No,
can
I
do
can.
one in either hand.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna crack the whip against Kai for a 15 plus 8 to hit.
That definitely hits.
My man fucking put where are the ones now?
He used them all.
Yeah.
So that is 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 5. So you guys do the math. 8 plus 5 for damage.
13.
13, yeah.
And then I will expend an superiority die to cast menacing. So
I'm
wisdom
afraid.
saving throw.
Oh, I can't move closer to you. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. That's not too bad. I got a 14 plus 4.
Yep, you saved.
Nice.
So you're not frightened.
So just 13 points of damage? Just clarifying.
Yep, 13 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Okay. Just reading up on the spell to make sure of the specific wording to see how you guys can break it. Kazer,
Oh, boy.
you were there. I'm gonna give you this because I feel bad about taking the rest of your turn. I didn't know you were gonna do that. You heard her say exactly what she said. Make an easy Arcana check for me.
I got you. Super easy, I hope, because I got a 12.
12. Yeah. You recall in your studies, this is a spell called Suggestion. They have to carry out the suggestion until it is complete or until concentration of the spell is broken. And you've had concentration spells broken on you before, and it always happened after you took a big enough hit or
Okay.
too many hits.
It's not my turn, but can I... Like, I guess it kind of was. Can I relay that to the group
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
it happened? Okay. Sweet.
And I did that specifically now because it's not one of the spells that they get to make a saving throw at the end of their turn. So this is
That's what
important
I was gonna
information to have.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's Daddy's turn.
Yep. Go ahead, Daddy Sid.
I'm running up to this freaking bed and I'm Jason Voorheesing this bitch through the top.
I can't believe the bed.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Where are we?
I hope
What did
this
I
is
roll?
high.
It is. It's a 15 plus. What is it? 7. 22.
22. Yeah. You sink this sword straight down into the bed and you hear... And go ahead and roll damage. I'm gonna roll her Constitution saving throw.
Is this my 8?
I don't know.
No,
I
it's a
can't see.
10. This is my 8. Okay. It's a 1d8 plus 4, which is 5 plus 4 is 9.
Yeah. You hear that, and Cassian, your eyes, although you can't see it, I guess I should say Newmont and Sid, you see Cassian's eyes kind of get their normal color back to him. You have no recollection of the last 6 seconds, Cassian. Just completely gone from your mind. It looks to you like Sid teleported next to you.
I'm still crying in a corner. I'm still frightened of him, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely cowering in that corner.
You can tell by the way that noise came from underneath the bed. This fight it's over.
Squelch, squirch, squelch,
So does
squirch.
she just like reappear now?
Well, yeah, you see a pair of feet right next to where Numad is, and the rest of her body is lying still
It's
underneath
the
the
Wicked
bed.
Witch of the West.
Very funny.
You see a steady pool of blood starting to spread out from underneath the bed.
Can I
I'm gonna-
inspect the armor she was wearing?
Well, I was gonna pull the sword out and then drag her out by the arm
Well, let's do
and
that first, and then I'll
remove that
inspect it.
mask that she was wearing.
You see that light bluish purplish shimmer. It's like really, really faint, but it's still around her. Make an Arcana check for me. And again, this is an easy one because I believe you can cast this spell.
Shield?
That's Kaiser,
14.
right?
14. This is a spell called Mage Armor. It's a first level spell that a lot of different classes have.
Okay.
And you would assume that was why she was a little bit harder to hit, even though she's, a spellcaster.
Numa, you look like you've seen a ghost.
This armor. was
His
plate
eyes,
armor?
it changed.
I
Was
have
the armor like plate armor, or was it just like some clothes?
No,
basically?
the Mage Armor is just a spell. It was just
Yeah,
basically.
no, but like the literal armor she had it cast on, was that like plate armor, or was it?
You can't wear armor and cast Mage Armor on yourself. It
It's like,
only
not for
works
me.
if you're not.
Not for me, but for the team.
Right, he's saying she didn't actually have armor. She was just wearing the mage
She
armor.
had no armor at all.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can only have Mage Armor cast on yourself if you're not wearing armor in the first
Oh,
place.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I thought that she was wearing armor on top
And
of
had
the.
mage armor
and have-
on top of the armor. That's
Okay.
Sorry for the lapse in description there.
Okay, so, well, good shit, fellas.
Yeah, barely.
Does she have anything else?
Somebody
on
check her.
of interest?
I'm going to say at this point, Newmont, now that Cassian's eyes are back to normal and everything is kind of winding down, you're fine.
All right. I would like to cast False Life on myself.
Can we see if she has anything else of interest on her?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Is anyone else helping with this?
I'll rub your shoulders while you do it.
I would love that.
All right, do it with disadvantage.
Oh, he's distracted. He's
You
got a
feel
boner.
a tiny 1-inch pinprick on your back.
Dang.
So if I didn't get advantage, it's a 13. If I got advantage, it's 20.
Okay, I'm going to assume that someone's actually helping you with this for real, other than just
Yeah.
giving you a back rub. Yeah, as you're searching through her various different pockets and stuff, you don't really see a lot. There's several spell components, nothing super crazy, but there is something that you hang on. You know what? Let me do it this way. Give me just a
Go
second.
find
here.
that magical item you've been saving. Just put it on her body.
So, trying to see what she would have here. You see a bunch of different spell components, one of which is some bat guano and sulfur.
Hmm.
You also see bits of sand and a dab of ink and a writing quill from plucked from a sleeping bird. It looks very similar to a white bird owl feather.
I was like, Vicar?
Yeah, it looks similar to that. And you also see a golden flower, a golden gilded flower, worth about 300 gold pieces.
Holy shit. Question for you. You said a while ago that if a spell component doesn't have a material value, I don't need to record it.
You don't need to record it. That's just for flavor. But
so the
if it
prior things, did they have a value on them as well? Or is it just the gilded flower?
they don't really have a value on them. The only thing here is the gilded flower, and I forget if it's 400 or 300. That's what I was trying to find out.
4.
Okay.
It's 400.
400. Okay.
It's
No.
weird how you knew that so fast.
I'll find it. If there is a spell, I think at some point that you can learn that has that as a requirement.
Oh,
When we get to that point and you're like, damn, I just have a flower that's worth 300 and it's supposed to be 400, it's 400. But for the sake of right now, it's 300.
Upon seeing Kazar pick up the flower, Vicar's eyes get big. What would I need to roll to fight off my desire to have this?
Do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay, yeah.
I have a
We
quick
get
question.
a
Oh, never mind.
9.
You totally don't.
I want
You
this.
really want it.
I want this.
You want
All
it.
right. Noted.
I've already put it in my component pouch. It's
I watched where you put it.
Newmont and Kai, do a perception check
it's
for
in
me.
my robes. It's in my robes.
I watched where you put it.
It's in my robes.
And you don't know that I watched where you put it.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
But
nice.
you don't know that.
I
Let's
got
roll
it's
it.
only a 13.
Let's
Go ahead.
roll it.
Wait.
I'll roll
Rollies.
insight to
I
see
was
if you're watching
behind
me.
you. There's no way you
No,
knew.
No, I'm gonna roll.
So-
Let's see.
Nobody
Uh,
was looking at me.
Roll it
Newmont.
out.
Insight or what?
Newmont sees the way Vicar's looking at this flower. I'm
Vicar,
gonna
Roll the
say
12 for
don't
insight.
get any ideas.
Ideas about what?
I see your eyes moving.
Yeah, because I'm not dead. Jeez.
I'm a living,
I
breathing
kinda hear
bird,
this, and
baby.
I turn around and I see Vicar looking at my component pouch, and I just look him in the eyes and kind of swipe. my
I'm
robe
not
across
looking
his
at your
forehead.
component pouch anymore, homie.
Yeah, it's like that quick little, like, you know, when you catch awkward eye contact with somebody and they
You
immediately look away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like real subtle.
Hmm.
He could have been looking at the ground. It's hard to say.
Till that
Once a
blow.
Look, I
thief,
don't-
always a thief, Vicar.
Hold up. I don't
Mhm.
think it's fair that everybody is already assuming here. All right? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Wait,
Those
I
big
rolled
old bird
insight.
eyes.
I rolled insight to see what his intention was, and it was a 12.
Do a deception check for me.
Yes,
Vicar.
please. With pleasure. It's a
1.
22.
Yeah,
Now he's pulling out the good dice.
you're allowed to have your suspicions, Kazar, but it seems like he's kind of telling the truth.
Yeah, you guys need to relax. Jesus Christ. I'm going to walk away.
Relax.
Just
I'm
do
gonna
it.
walk away.
He's about to kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Let's put it this way: if it goes missing, you know who did it. But if
What?
it stays
That's
put,
I wouldn't
You-
have thought anything of it. Makes sense.
yeah.
Cassian's
So-
gonna turn the room over in the meantime while all this is happening.
All right. As you're turning the room over, you don't really see anything of note. It's kind of like the last room. You do see a book there that you were trying to look at quickly before. I would allow a separate roll on it now that the combat has quieted down.
I'm just gonna pocket the book.
Okay. Nothing else of major note in this room. You do still have that priest box from the other room.
Can I take a moment to analyze the notes I found earlier again, no upside down?
It's going to be a harder check now because you failed once already. But
Okay.
yeah, because that was an outside of combat check, and I can't
So
just
what-
let you do rolls until you
What
succeed.
role is that?
It would be an investigation check as you're trying to decipher these notes, go through them, pick out things of interest.
21. We got on the right side round this time. It's the right language.
21. Even though the
Nice.
roll is harder, you're looking at it the right way now. As you read through this, there's lots of little prayers, little just whispers to their god of whatever that might be. But you do see there's some potential dirt on people within the city here, like confessionals.
Okay.
As you're reading through this, none of the names stand out to you, but you know,
Can I like pass this to Cassian, relay the information, and be like, do you know any of these people?
yeah. I mean, if you wanted to.
I can
Yeah.
certainly take a look at these names. This could come in handy if I needed to intimidate someone. So I'll scan over
We're
them
gonna
as
take
well.
your power back in the city. Could
Yeah,
be handy.
you as you read through this notebook, you see a name that you remember, Irina. She is also known as the Snowbird around Norhaven. She's a fur trader. She's known for her ability to produce the rarest furs. She's sturdy build with a braided blonde hair that is adorned with small little beads and trinkets. she looked pretty. Think your stereotypical pretty blonde Russian woman. But there's notes in here about her having several different affairs with other men, and she is betrothed to one person. So there's that. There's also dirt on someone called Anastasia, and you would recognize her name almost immediately as a diplomat and negotiator. She's a tall, elegant woman with sharp features and piercing blue eyes and long dark hair that is styled impeccably. And she holds a seat on the council of Norhaven, like the running governing body of Norhaven. And she does not have the highest opinion of the Greys. She's one of the new Norhaven people. And there's some dirt here on her, but it's kind of hard to decipher what that dirt might be. You'd have to look into it a little bit more, probably.
Okay. I'm going to pass this over to Cassian and let him keep a hold of that.
What was the first one you said?
The first one I said was Irina.
Irina.
Second one is Anastasia.
Right.
Irina.
So who was Irina? She was
Council member.
Fur trader.
fur trader,
Oh, sorry.
and we have dirt on fur trader.
First one's a fur trader and a merchant, and the second one is a diplomat and holds a seat on. Josh, can you chip in and help me remember what we named that governing body?
Oh.
It's on the map as one of the important notes, but I can't recall offhand.
Oh, really?
Or Haven.
As Kazar hands me those
Warden's
notes, I'll
Hall.
hand him the book that I took off the desk and say, in your spare time, maybe read through this.
It's called
have a
Warden's
look for it.
Hall.
Let's
What do you
hurry
say?
up here, boys.
We should probably keep moving,
would
or
agree.
get a rest. But I'm not doing so well on my energy right now, so let's make this quick.
Is there another
Um,
door here at the end of the hall?
We
There
just
is.
made a lot of noise.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
I'm
Yeah, you did.
surprised no one else.
And
showed up.
like Josh said, the governing body is called Warden's Hall.
Yep.
Just so you guys have that for your notes too.
Warden's Hall.
Who wants to check the door? We love.
Well,
doors
we
today.
we might as well assume that whoever's on the other side of this door is
Yeah, step
potentially
away.
hostile. Yeah. Check for traps.
That's your
That
job,
would be
Pim.
your job, sir.
All right, I'm gonna check.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Yeah. So maybe somebody else should be doing this. My investigation is not great.
Same.
Yeah, I got an 8 again.
Jesus
I'm going to
Christ.
use the rest of my sorcery points to get back a level 2 spell slot.
An 8, you can't tell if it's trapped or not, but there is definitely a lock here.
I do not see any traps, but I've run into 2 of them today.
Mm-hmm.
So take that as you will. If somebody else wants to take a look,
Very bird-like of you.
do I sense some hostility, Sid?
No, not at all.
Mm,
Fucking bird.
you got a problem with that? I don't know. I don't understand. I thought we were friends. You being racist
Now,
and shit.
boys. Now, boys. We're in a dangerous dungeon. Let's get the door open.
Before he opens this door, I'm just gonna do second wind really quick. Just be like,
All right, good idea.
Anyone else want to address themselves? Since we're such good friends, come stand next to me.
Nah, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need an owl like me to help you open
Mhm.
that door. In fact, I think I'll stand all the way over here.
Numot, you have keen eyes. Why don't you take a look at this lock?
Can I take a look at the
Holy
door and
shit.
see if it is like all the other ones that poisoned us? Like same keyhole or design?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, do a perception check in that case, because you're looking at the more broad strokes here, not the fine details.
Oh, that rolled off my desk. 19.
19. It's definitely a different type of lock. At the very least, it's designed differently.
This one explodes.
The door
That's why I
doesn't look
stepped
the
back.
same, but
There's
I
only
have
one-
nothing to.
If no one's gonna try to attempt to disarm, I'm just gonna open.
Yeah, I'll say that even with
can't
that, a check
discern
that
it.
high, you would know it to be the same type of lock that was on the first door that you came into the dungeon with, which is, it wasn't trapped or anything like that.
I'm just
I
opening
think
it.
this one might be safe.
All right. You go
open.
to open it, and the door swings open. You step into a room that has several pedestals scattered throughout along the walls.
Don't everyone come in at
This-
once.
This room feels like it holds some unknown significance, and you see a statue of a man, an elven figure. He looks very graceful. And
Sorry, go on.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I inspect this figure to see if I know this person?
Yeah, do an investigation check for me, just looking at the pedestal itself.
15.
15. You notice an inscription written in Elvish on the plaque. There's a little plaque there. And it says Lysander.
Oh.
And this guy looks very similar to Alwyn, just built differently. He's stockier, a little bit shorter, and you can tell from the facial structure that's the same race of elf, but there's something just different about him, a little bit. The rest of this room is very well lit, and the emphasis seems to put on the statue and the surrounding elements. Each of these pedestals has an object on it that looks like it holds some great importance. Kai.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check for me with advantage.
Advantage. I think a 17 is definitely going to be better than a 2.
17. There's
hold
one
on.
thing.
I mean, 17 plus 7, but I'm sure that's sufficient for whatever you're looking for.
Okay. Josh, can you server deafen them real quick?
Can all of you just deafen for a second, and
Yes.
I'll ping in general when to
You're
undeafen?
so lazy,
Give
Josh.
me 1 second.
Jesus.
Give me 1 second.
Bro, deafen. I'll server deafen Zach.
It's like... It's like my favorite joke. Okay. We're
I'm back.
All right. Just needed to verify something just to make sure.
We back, baby.
So, something catches your eye, very specific and very strange. You see what looks to be a dagger, a beautiful, like pristine, ornate dagger. And the pommel of this dagger is the same exact thing that you possess. It's that shiny cube
I got you.
object. The handle itself is made out of this deep black wood that looks almost like metal. It is so pristine. You can tell that there's something that looks to be magical about this object.
Mhm.
The guard is made out of pure adamantine, and the blade itself is made out of some sort of alloy metal that you don't recognize. But this seems to look like an object of great importance, and that pommel just catches your eye.
Whichever pedestal that's on, I'd like to call Kazur over to me with it. Let's assume it's still on this one over here. I'm like, hey Kazur, I need your help real quick. Can you take a look at this? Can you inspect this to see if there's something magical about it, or if it looks dangerous, like if there's any type of magical spell?
Yeah, let me take a look. Not 20, baby. 20
That's
plus
fine.
five.
Jesus.
There's definitely an enchantment, and as you look around with a nat 20, there's an enchantment on every single object in this room.
Can he
Okay,
tell
so-
if I pick it up if I have to do like a boulder's gonna fucking drop on us?
With a nat 20, let me check something very quick here. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I'm not giving you too much, even though you roll a nat 20.
I want to take this thing, but I don't know if we should.
Yeah. we'll
I'm
find
gonna
out
roll a
good
wisdom
thing.
saving throw.
Yeah, get your
Mhm.
eyes on something else, Vicar.
You would
I don't know
know
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
with a nat 20, normally you would need detect magic up to know this, but you're just very attuned to what's happening right now. This is the enchantment on this item is an abjuration type of enchantment.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Kaiser, what's that?
During this period of time, I would begin to cast Detect Evil and Good.
What does abjuration mean?
Go ahead and remind me what the spell does word for word.
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
You get a strong sense of desecration from all around you, and you can't tell if it's just this room or not.
Okay. So I'll relay the information I figured out about the protective magic, and I'll just share a little bit to the group about abjuration and just say, it seems like there's some sort of protective magic protecting all the objects in this room. I'll be very careful what you touch.
Bummer.
I want that dagger.
We probably should not touch anything. This
Kai.
is a holy space that has been desecrated at one point.
Yeah, I was gonna think of something too.
So you also see, while you're looking at this dagger, there's a small plaque beneath it,
Oh, okay.
and it's written in a language that you don't understand.
Is it by any chance Elvish?
You could always ask.
Kaiser, I can read and know Elvish. Do I know what this says? Because that's one.
Wait, you can read? You know Elvish? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you knew.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I solely picked it because I was traveling with two Elvish guys as one of my things. I can pick.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So you've picked up on Elvish a lot over the years, especially traveling with these guys. The writing is something that, it's very different than Draconic, so it took a while to get a hold of. Trying to read this, you can't make it out, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I know some of these Elvish characters, but I don't know how to read this.
Interesting. Kaiser,
Can I take a peek at it?
too? Yeah, or both you
Yeah.
guys. Can you guys read this? I can't read this.
All right.
So I'll take a look at it.
The both of you guys walk up to it as well, and Numa, you see things like you usually do.
I can't. Kazir, you take this one.
But Kazir, kind of funnily here, you can't read it either. It's definitely Elvish, but it just seems to be old.
Old Elvish.
You ever see anybody write like
Can
this?
we talk for a second?
Josh, can you? Everyone server deafen themselves.
Yeah.
Server Devin!
I'll do it.
Can they see this? Ah. Yeet. I. Do I have a cube? I don't have a Rubik's cube. Is there anything that I have? I need a fucking cube. Hello?
Okay.
Numa left. Hold on.
What I would like to do really quick, I don't have a cube in my physical possession. I just think that I'm going to probably get something like that. It's funny. I'd like to take out my cube and hold it near the dagger and then kind of talk to the dagger and talk to the cube like, hey, do you sense anything with this? Like, what's going on here? Are you guys similar? And just see if they react in any way. It's okay.
Are you touching the other dagger or just trying to compare them one by one?
I'm
and
like-
are you're talking to your cube?
Yeah.
Roll a religion check for me.
Okay.
Mm.
I took proficiency in that for a reason.
Kazir, is there any way that we can disarm these spells or no?
Roll an Arcana check for
I'll
me.
let you know if I know that in a second.
17 plus dose.
7. Okay. You feel this almost like fogginess in your head as you ask that question, and you hear "Vic." And as soon as that is spoken to you, you kind of, the fogginess is lifted. You're looking at your cube, and it looks infinitely shinier and more precious than what is directly in front of you.
That dagger is trash. It disgusts you.
I think as I recover from this fogginess, I take a look at my cube. I look back at the dagger, and I'm like, not nice dagger.
Can
Looks pretty nice to me.
So, one, do I know the answer to Vicar's question with my nat 20 roll?
Nat 20, 100%. Well, oh wait, you're
Well,
talking
no,
about
the
before.
previous
This was
one.
the one earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, that was to
Do I
try to
know that?
figure out what was on
Oh.
these things. Make a separate Arcana check for this one.
Okay.
It's not going to be too difficult.
I got 24.
24, absolutely.
Jesus.
The spell is probably beyond your capability at the moment, but you know that Dispel Magic would work on objects like this.
Okay. So I'll relay that information. I would also like to transcribe the language I can't read yet into the back of my old spell book I used to study with.
Beat me to
All
it.
right.
I was going to say
And
the
just
same
keep
thing.
it there for now.
All right. And, yep, noted. Make sure that you keep track of, you have the plaque of what the dagger said. And also, I'm sorry, the statue itself said Lysandi, not Lysander. That was
Oh,
a
Got it.
Freudian
Got
slip.
Thank you.
it.
Does it look manipulated in any way? Does it look like it maybe Lysander was scratched out and replaced with Lysandi?
No, but go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
At the same time or separately to your discretion, I'd also like to take a peek at that pile of bones in the corner.
It's my dinner.
That's a natural 16 plus 0.
Natural 16. You can tell that there were plaques in here before that have been removed, and these are new plaques that have been put on. And you can kind of deduce that this was probably a holy relic room at some point, and the relics have since been replaced with what you see right now.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
as you head over to the bones, go ahead and make another check for me.
That's a natural 17.
Okay. Now, for the sake of this, got a little bit switched up in the map, but there is a plaque that has a skull on it and a plaque that has some bones on it. So you walk over to the plaque that has bones on it, and you're taking a look. You can tell that the bones look elvish in nature, very old, probably magically preserved somehow, but you can't really tell beyond that.
Huh.
This church has done more than just deceive the people of my city. They've taken it upon themselves to change an entire religion, it seems.
I don't like this room. I'm not touching shit.
Can I go and take a look at the pile of bones? Or like the plaque with bones by it?
Yeah. What are you trying to find out specifically?
Like, I guess if I can see a name on the plaque that I recognize, or if I can just place where this might be from. Like, obviously it's a person, so...
You don't have to roll for this. It's written in that same strange,
Okay.
weird, like double speak or like old elvish. So you can place the characters, but the way they're arranged does not make sense.
Okay. I'll just make a note of that. I'm gonna try
Can
to
he-
transcribe
wait.
all the info from this room.
Can you read to me the just word for word the double speak? Translate it to common.
It's not double speak in that nature. It's more of like how Old English just sounds like words that you know almost, but don't mean the same thing. That's kind
So
of what I
it's-
meant by it. It's like
It's not like Thieves' Camp.
no.
Okay.
No, and you would take a look at these things, and you know thieves can't elvish symbols that directly correlate to something that would spell out something. Even if you don't know the elvish word, you would know
Mhm.
what it means in thieves can't. This doesn't. It's not thieves can't of any kind.
Got it.
Do we want to check out this next door then if we're moving on from this room? It seems like
Everyone
everything in
should
here is
take
too
good-
dangerous to touch.
Take good mental notes of this because I assure you we'll have to recall this room. So take
Don't
a good
worry,
look
I've-
around.
I've been transcribing everything we've seen in here.
I was
So
also
we know the order of the pedestals and what was on the pedestals and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Take good notes of what is each item, and this goes a little bit deeper than we expected, boys.
I'd also just take like a very heavy mental note of what the elvish statue looks like. Is there like I want to remember this like very vividly.
Does it share any similarities to the statue we saw in the Kobold Camp?
The dragon.
Like even the writing on it, because that was a statue of Lysander, right? Like that said Lysander.
No, that was a
on it.
statue of a black dragon by the name of Kali.
Okay, I have that mistaken then. Okay.
So you would know looking at these bones, they're definitely not draconic. And
Can we take 5 minutes here to take a piss and get some snacks?
yeah, this is a good
Snackies.
break point, anyways.
Yeah.
Turn off my camera.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, good session. Good start, boys.
All right. See you guys.
I am going to server deafen everyone until 9:50, and then we
And-
will reconvene at that point.
Make sure to not turn off your screens.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
gosh, that Dave guy. Am I right?
So weird. Such a weird individual.
Can I talk to you guys? Or no?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not at
Yeah,
my
we
desk, so I don't know.
we undeafened everybody, and then I said, "Wow, that Dave guy, what a weird dude."
I thought that was fun with the cube interaction. I thought it was cool. I was like, nice.
I was there just for you,
I
buddy.
am glad.
Nice.
There's more to the story. Can't wait for you to find it out.
You have one of 1,000 pieces. Have fun. I just love how that was like a meme. That was literally just like me being stupid.
Yep. Well, it's funny how doing things like killing a hobo can have an impact. You give me a stupid shiny cube, then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do something with this.
Yep. Yeah, but I thought that was fitting. Like, what is it? The Way of the Ascended Dragon gives you Draconic as a language, but I'm like, I know Draconic, so I don't need to do that. So I chose Elvish since I traveled with them.
It makes sense though. I feel like you would have picked up a lot on the
I was
road.
like, right?
We were there for like a year, so
Yeah, y'all were traveling for the better length of a year. Yeah, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
My nose keeps itching, and it looks like I keep picking my nose on camera all the time. Got an itchy sniffer.
Gotta get a real good
I want you to know
angle.
that I never noticed it before, but now I'm paying close attention.
Yeah, it's like every 5 minutes when I'm like, beard hairs. I have 2 beard hairs right here that curl straight up into my nose.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I should work.
Yeah, so whenever my beard gets a little bit like it either has to be handlebar long, which it was. I did have a handlebar for a while,
Oh,
or
really?
it has to be like buzz short. Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture. I'll post it.
I didn't even know that you can have like character stats in Foundry. Like I accidentally double clicked my guy and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really messy though.
Yeah, we were looking at maybe doing that, but
Is there not a software that does everything? Like the map creation, has your character sheet, does the combat, everything?
Foundry does do everything. We're just choosing not to use it
Clunky,
for everything.
maybe?
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier to have like your character sheet here, Foundry here.
Yeah.
I feel you. I have a
Similar to
question.
how like it's a lot easier for Dave to have this thing be separate and then that thing
Oh,
be separate. But when you
yeah.
try to start combining everything,
In theory, it sounds really nice, but in practice, it is actually easier to do
Like,
it
is
the
it
way we're
because
doing
their
it.
system sucks? Or is it because you want it separate?
it both.
A mix of both, yeah, kind of.
I'm curious, like, is there no good D&D solution out there
So
to go?
there-
like, do
No,
everything?
their stuff. It's actually not that bad because I can hold up. There's a way for me to.
The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. D&D
Yeah.
Beyond is making a new thing. They're trying to corner the market on tabletop, virtual tabletop simulation. So they're going to have a thing where, like, when you buy the source books, you get all of the maps from the D&D books automatically loaded into that software with character tokens, but it's going to cost like
Yeah, but
fucking.
if it works with D&D Beyond and everything, that will be so nice.
I think
Like,
it
that's
does,
what everyone's going to
probably.
use, probably, right?
Maybe once we start getting once we start raking in the big bucks, we can reinvest.
I can do stuff like I can assign status effects to you, like Joe. Congratulations, now you're dead.
No, nice. Nice. That's a good one. Can you give me
I
a
can
status
make
effect
you.
where I'm level 20 and I'm invulnerable to everything?
You are now also degenerating. You are
I am a degenerate.
Diseased.
Thank you
You
for
are
establishing
poisoned.
that.
You are corroding.
Sick.
All
me,
the
dude?
all the goods.
I have literally 5
Minus
points.
dead.
Why'd you pick me?
I can toggle your combat state so I can like do whether your character is in the initiative roll or not. I can.
Oh,
Can you
right.
make me T-pose?
I don't think so, unfortunately. Can everyone else see Kaiser right now, or
No.
did he just disappear off the
he's
map?
Gone.
Yeah, I
can't
can
see
turn.
anything.
Yeah, I can turn you
'Cause I
invisible.
am gone.
There's like I can.
I'm gonna run away.
I choose not to have the like green health bars displayed in here, but like
Oh.
theoretically you could have all the health bars showing and all that stuff. It keeps track of like the way that D&D Beyond, how Jacob keeps track of all the initiatives and whose turn it is and people's health bars and all that stuff. You can do all of that in Foundry as well, but then if
definitely a lot
I was
cruncier.
if I was running it in Foundry, since I'm like the main owner of this Foundry campaign, Jacob wouldn't be able to run the initiatives, which would cause problems.
Damn, someone should really make like an API that just connects D&D Beyond than this.
I think you
There's
can.
Only there was a guy in this chat who knew how to do
there
that.
was a guy. That would
I'm
be
pretty
really
sure you
good.
can actually. You can link D&D Beyond pages and profiles to stuff in Foundry.
There's a
So
That'd be
D&D
nice.
Beyond character. Like if you double click your character, there's a D&D Beyond button. I don't
yeah,
know.
and it'll just
Oh,
copy
yeah.
over your D&D Beyond sheet over to your
Yeah,
character sheet in
there's a
Foundry.
URL.
The only
for it.
annoying part is you have to keep updating and refreshing it.
Yeah,
that is
that's one of
annoying.
the reasons we're doing it
It's
separately.
an import. It's not an API like Joe was saying. It's
I
just
got
import.
you.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I want to
I see.
run back and grab the arrow that was in the lady.
Oh, that's
Alright.
yeah. I would have picked up my spear.
You you guys are all sitting there like thinking hard for a minute, and then you hear as this like little bird beat goes skittering
You hear
down the
a
hall.
whoo!
I forgot something. Be right back.
Yeah, like my shield, sword, and spear are all from like my hometown, so like I would not have forgotten that.
You can go grab that for sure.
Yeah.
No issue in retrieving it. All right, so you guys are all kind of back in this room. What you doing?
I think Grace liked your cat, Zen. She-
Oh, really?
Her name is Wednesday.
Cause you got her on a Thursday.
No, because I got her during Halloween, and
Mm.
I just finished watching the Wednesday, the TV show,
Mm.
the Addams Family one.
All right,
How
boys.
is everyone doing health-wise?
Not
Three-
great,
I'm,
but I have health in my back pocket that I could just take out.
I'm good.
3/4.
I wish my spells worked like that.
I'm a little congested after all of that poison I inhaled.
I mean, do
Me
we
too,
want?
buddy.
Yeah,
Most of you
Cassian
took more
stabbed
damage
me.
from that than the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys want to take a quick rest in here, or is that? If you guys want to.
I could benefit from it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
I'll stand watch at the door.
For me, I need something a bit more permanent, but we can do that for now.
I don't know if you'd want a long rest in here. This just seems like
no,
a.
No.
I just meant more like we should finish what we're doing and get the fuck out.
I feel like we're going to be down here for a little while. I don't know how this is going to go.
You were told to prep for
Mm-hmm.
days.
Multiple days.
Yeah. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna have to sleep somewhere. I don't know where. I don't want to sleep in here. I don't like this room.
Well, we've
Well,
got
it's like-
some bedrooms.
Is there an option of perhaps cleaning up our crime scene, taking the body, putting it in the unbreakable coal, and having a rest?
That's
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
say-
backtracking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there's just without even making a check, you guys would know you burned the one room where she was in pretty bad. Like there's blood all over the place. There's half of her furniture is corroded away.
Our bed has a giant sword slash in it.
Where's your mom?
Don't
Go
worry
find mom.
about it.
Go find your mom. Go on.
So
Go find her.
I mean, if you guys were to maybe take a rest in that room
Go find your mom.
and
Where
then
is she?
lock the door behind you,
Right. I think that's what he was getting at.
okay. But yeah, if you're like trying to clean up the crime scene, that's going to be nearly impossible. But if you guys were in there,
I would
Who
just
knows?
go to a different room. If we wanted to do.
I
a
think
rest
that
like
we should push forward a little bit further, and maybe we can find something that is deeper within the catacomb.
Mia.
I agree. Just do you guys want to do a quick short rest? That's mainly my big question. Some people
We
seem to
can.
like it.
About an
We
hour, right?
Is that always 30 minutes?
it's an hour.
Oh fuck. That's so short. It's
So
not that short.
we did make noise. Up to you guys.
I'm okay.
If someone was coming down, they probably
continue.
would have come by now.
All right. I think let's move forward since we're like in a heightened awareness then. So no short rest then. Anybody want a potion?
Perhaps.
Wait,
Perhaps I
don't you-
could take one.
Do you have one? wanna
Did you
save it?
give me one of your funny ones? I think I just have my regular one.
My funny Valentine.
Yeah. If you pick which one. If you think you need a regular one, go for it. If not,
No, give me a funny one.
okay, here you go.
Also,
I'll get rid of mine.
Ty,
Yes.
you had a week's worth of. You said you wanted to make a potion, but we never got back to
Oh
that.
yeah.
So, did you want to make one healing potion, or did you want to make like? I think you could make 5 funny potions.
We'll make 5 funny potions.
Yeah.
The funny potions only take 1 long rest, so it's easier to make those.
It's funnier.
So go ahead and mark off
Jesus Christ, I did not have
20
that many.
25 gold pieces worth of components,
Yeah.
and then just for each potion.
25.
And no check needs to be made for that. Let me pull up the funny potion stats real quick.
Anybody want one? You know what? I'll drink one too, just because we're drinking. I'm gonna pour it into my Everfrost mug and drink out of my mug. How many do I have? I have 2 at the moment, so now we're gonna be just down to 5. Where's my inventory? Where's my notes? Where is that?
Okay, I need you both to roll a D100 for me.
I'm gonna do this
Where
one
the fun
in the game.
begins.
Because
doing it.
my
Oh, your dice.
doesn't. Yeah.
Alright.
We get a 5.
Wow.
5. Okay.
Huh?
So go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 2, and you get 1d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay. D4. Come on. I got 5 hit points back.
Okay. As you drink this potion, and then you say Gaelic and you're like, it made perfect sense to you. No one else understands you, and you can talk normally. It just came out of your mouth. Like you were like, huh, something weird tastes about this potion, and that language came out. You can speak Gaelic, the language of the leprechauns, for the next 1d10 days.
Wonderful.
You can speak Sid's language.
No, he has a
temporary.
small penis. He's not short.
And Dave, what did you?
So I rolled a 60,
9.
and then a 6 that has a dot on the other side. I rolled a 69. I'm very happy.
We got the funny
Please tell
number.
me he gets an erection.
It's gonna be so stupid.
Okay, no,
He gets an
So-
erection, his breath smells like pussy for 10 days.
Oh my god.
So you don't feel anything at the moment, but for the next 24 hours, whenever you see someone of the opposite sex, you blush uncontrollably.
Oh my god.
And that's a 1d4 plus 2?
1d4 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Kai, come look at this dead body in the other room.
These potions are great.
Looking at the dead body, even, you're still like,
I would.
Oh god.
Illegal.
Necrophilia.
Even in D&D, that's illegal, bro. You go straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Right away.
Believe it or not, straight to jail.
Alright.
Go for
is anyone else taking a potion, or are you guys just short resting?
Got
Hell
5.
no.
Got 5.
Oh, I don't think we were gonna short rest.
No, yeah,
That's
no
why we
short
took
rest.
the
Oh, you're not
potion.
short resting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, then I'll take a potion.
Alright,
then,
here you go.
For sure.
D100.
Dude, I love these potions.
Oh, no. Give me 2 seconds.
Also, this is just for the funny potions that you can make over a short or over a long rest. When you make the actual potions, I have a chart of 400 things that can happen.
Jesus.
78.
It's an actual magic item.
Oh.
78.
Yes, sir.
Immediately after consuming this potion, you gain extensive knowledge of the lore of flumps, but you can never seem to remember what a flump is when you encounter one.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So, you drink this potion, and you get this vibrant, very vivid image in your head of what looks like a jellyfish with eyes. And it's just kind of sitting there doing a tappy little jiggle dance. And you're like, flumps are good aligned creatures who just are good natured boys who just kind of sit there and do the jelly. And you know everything about flumps, but yeah, it's a weird sensation.
I'm loving it.
This is
You guys ever
vibing.
hear about flumps?
What?
A what?
You guys ever hear about flumps?
No.
Oh god.
Really? You
You
never
could.
saw like a dude jiggling, dancing with some eyes? You don't know about him?
I'm just
I
gonna
am not sure
walk
what you
over-
put in these potions,
I'm
but
just gonna walk over and slap Newbot and be like, "We just killed a woman, and we're in a dangerous dungeon." And I'll shake him and be like, "What are you talking about? We have to go."
I just look back at him and I go, dude, you just gotta start flumping. And just wiggle
is-
back and forth.
I
Just
posted a
walk
picture
away.
of what a flump is in the art tab. That is a genuine creature in D&D.
Oh my god.
But you know exactly what they look like. You know the colorations. You know their
What the heck?
attitudes. You know their mating habits. You know everything about them.
That's a flump.
Everybody do the
line.
flump.
Do good
I
line
give a flump.
creatures. Holy shit.
All right,
Alright.
let's give this door a listen.
Yeah.
Sounds like wood.
Again.
Go ahead and do a perception check for me.
We get 21.
21.
Better?
You don't hear anything as if there's something immediately behind this door, but there's muffled sound.
So is it like a droning sound or
It's like a sound of some shuffling, but it's not. Again, it's not directly behind this door. You rolled very high.
right? Okay, but it sounds like something's. I hear movement.
You hear movement.
Okay, so gotcha. So there's something moving in here. Further down the hallway.
They
Oh.
understand Vicar though with the potion.
Oh well, I can speak Gaelic, can I? I don't have to speak
Yeah,
Gaelic.
you can speak Gaelic.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. It actually slips out as Gaelic at first. And I shake my head and say, there's something down the hall. Further down the hall, it's moving. Sorry about that. That was weird.
Scott's just vibing.
We could probably peek this door slowly and maybe
Yeah.
like see down the hallway.
I think it's unlikely
Before-
that it's probably trapped since
Maybe
the
have
other one wasn't.
someone ready with a bow.
I got one on him.
Can I try to open the door with my door with my shield out in like a protective manner as I like keep the door ajar so that
Well, we kind of just want to peek this one, I would say, because they're further away. They might not notice if we just crack it.
I mean that's fine.
If we do it quietly.
So you're trying to open the door quietly?
Yeah.
And well,
But
maybe
just to see.
somebody should take a look at this lock. JIC.
All right.
Does this door look like the same one we just came in with?
Quick
this
glance,
room
it
specifically?
It looks similar.
All right.
Okay.
I
so-
creak it open a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me, followed by a
Alright.
stealth check.
Where is my sleight of? There it is. Sleight of hand is a 19, and then stealth.
Yep.
If
13.
He... Okay.
13. All right. Yeah, you very, very quietly, you open this door. There's no creak, which is good. And you peek behind the corner. You got the feeling if someone had heard a creak, they would see you right now, but they didn't hear a creak. So you're all right. Peeking into this hallway a little bit, you can open up the door,
All right.
and that is what you see. This is only what Newmont sees though, because he's right by the door.
I don't see anything.
So
All
if
right,
the rest of you guys pretend you don't see what's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I turn back at the party and I don't say anything. I just hold up 3 fingers and then point back toward the door.
How do you guys want to do this?
I'm gonna point at Vicar and make the bow motion.
Do we? Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I could swing it open for you if you get line of
We
sight.
could try to ambush them and like maybe make a sound in here and see if they
Does it look like
come
we
to
could,
open the door.
do you think we could try to like stealthily get to him or no? Newmont.
Nah, they're too spread out. For sure.
Okay. Well, I can kick this off if you guys
Are those pillars that I see in there, or what are
Looks
kind
like
of like?
church pews to me.
Yeah. Real quick glance, they look like chairs of some kind.
This looks like a pew, and this looks like a column or a pillar. Yes.
Okay. So what I would like to do
Looks pretty
is-
open to me.
Real quick, John, before you
Yep.
finish, Jacob, is the door currently in a position where we all now see, or is it still only Newmont that sees? Like
Still-
if we move,
It's only Numat because you guys would have to go one by one up to the door and
Yes.
try to individually like peek around it until the door's opened all the way. He just did a real quick peek in there, and that's what he saw.
Got it. So if I went to the door right now to do that, I'd have to make a stealth check.
Yeah, because
Got it.
you're
Okay.
clanking with armor up to a door and trying to be quiet about it.
Okay, I want to move up to the door and see if I can't, with the door just cracked, do I have enough room to loose an arrow at one of these guys?
I would say if you had like Numat right there by the door to push the door open the second you fired, yes, but you're not going to be able to fire an arrow through a crack with that tight of a corner around it to hit those guys.
Okay.
I'm watching you. I got you.
I'll take that.
Okay, so we can have Newmont push it open then. I was gonna try to just like slip one through the door and make it look like the arrow came from nowhere, essentially.
That is going to be almost impossible to do because of how the angle, like your body would need to be pushed against the wall, and
Right.
you need to pull your elbow back to actually, and you're like the wall's right here, so you can't even really do that. You'd have to move a little bit into the room and shoot.
Okay, well then we can just have Newmont open the door for me.
What if Cassian and I go in, like we know we're going, and try to talk to these guys to corral their attention, and once we have their attention, then you kick it off.
Like try to talk to them, or
Mhm.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Because Cassian and I need to get close anyway.
I want to dip three. Well, but right as we begin to go through the door, I want to dip 3 pieces of ammunition in one of my basic poison vials.
So let's start there.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I like this plan.
All right, Sid, you want to take lead then? I kind of step
Yeah.
back from the door.
Yeah,
The
can't
door
see.
is
It's a
wait.
jar.
the door is here. Yeah. Or is
Yep.
the door?
Oh yeah, I
the
was just
icon?
by the icon.
No, I know.
Doors,
Is it the
you are on
icon?
top of the door. Yeah, you
I
are
am
on top
on the
of
door.
the door right
and
now.
it's a little hallway. This is archways open, and
Oh, I
it goes
see.
into the
I got you.
room.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I kind of like nod over to Cassian, and we would just kind of like walk in.
Confidently walk into the
I
door.
am staying in the back, but
I want to stay on the
listening for
corner of the
any
wall with my
scruffles.
bow out and my poison arrow ready.
So you have a ready to action the second something goes wrong, you're firing.
Yep.
Okay. So you see that as you walk in, there's very clearly one person up at this kind of altar-like situation, and that he's speaking in we'll call it common for this. He's speaking in common, and he's spewing some propaganda, religious speak about Lysandi and how we must follow him and how everything is like just going on with religious nonsense. And you see the rest of these people throughout the room, they're listening, but they're kind of shuffling around in almost this cult-like circle, walking like this kind of around as this guy is saying this. You walk into this, what looks like a ceremony, and everyone stops and looks dead at you.
My hood is up, and my hands are in my sleeves, looking very holy. And I'll say, we have new orders directly from Lysandi. It is in your best interest to listen and pay very close attention.
Now, this is important. Do you have your mask on?
No.
Oh man.
We never said that we were putting masks on.
No, we didn't.
I thought it'd be weird to have masks
I
on.
kind of
Also,
thought we were just like wearing the masks. Like I know my character is usually wearing his mask.
I would think
I
it'd be
did
weird.
mention my hood was up, looking holy.
Like I would think we'd be trying to look like these guys right now,
Agreed.
not trying to look
So-
like outsiders.
You see everyone kind of just how have you decided? Are you wearing your masks or not wearing your masks? It's up to
Not-
you.
no
I'm going to
mask.
say if you did that
No,
before.
we didn't have him on.
Okay. One of them looks suspiciously at you. The other ones look like they're listening, but the guy who is just giving out this directive, it just kind of looks like,
Who are you?
Take your seat now. We don't have much time, and I am being intimidating.
okay. Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Dirty 19.
Dirty 19. Let me do a kind of general consensus here on how they're feeling about that. All right. They all kind of look at you, and the five of them that are kind of spread throughout stop their chanting, and then they each find this closest seat to them and take a seat. So just imagine them sitting kind of where they're at right now. The guy who's at the altar is still standing at the altar. He's not sitting down, but he's not doing anything else just yet.
Okay, I will approach him as best as possible and just motion to one of the chairs with my hand.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check specifically for this guy, because he's not like all the plebs.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. He gives you a slight nod. He doesn't like his authority being stepped on. You can tell that very clearly just from looking at him.
But his knees are shaking.
It's almost more like a respect than a fear, but there's definitely a little bit of fear going on.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm standing behind Cassian's left shoulder, and I'm leaning in, but I'm gonna say audibly for the room. They have no structure. They're scattered. The Sandy likes structure. Bring them close.
Please come to the front of the room and have a seat.
Your 2 successful checks back to back. You gather them. I'll have this guy be a little bit closer. Oh, my screen is glitching out. Okay. This guy's right here.
It's about time we had some order.
I'm going to step to the altar. When I first approach the altar, what do I see? Just as a quick glimpse.
Incense burning, overwhelming of sensation. There's all different kinds of smells, and it just doesn't quite go together. It's almost nauseating.
As he's doing that, I'm kind of like pacing down this aisle, and I'm just kind of making like a horseshoe-shaped formation in this fashion as he's talking.
I'm gonna as I face the altar, I put my 2 hands on the altar and bow my head to make it kind of look like I'm saying a prayer, and then I'll quickly turn and face the cultists, and very pronounced. This is important. The first part of the sentence is, "Now is the time," and then I'll lower my voice back to a regular volume to address the room.
Point to Kazar with 2 fingers, and then like do like a catapult kind of like motion with my hands.
It's go time.
Yeah, so I will cast at 3rd level Scorching Ray at the 3 closest ones to us.
All right. Go ahead, and I'll let you have that attack for free, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Okay. So we'll roll the first one on this guy.
Okay.
Oh boy. So that's a 10 to hit. It's probably not. Maybe.
Everyone roll initiative now, and then just because of the way this is set up, I can't adjust their hit points until we start initiative. But you'll get this free shot off for sure.
Can I symbiotic form
7 again?
As soon as he says now it's time.
Yeah, I think when he says now it's time, I'll allow each of you to do something because of the way you've handled the situation so far.
Cool.
Okay,
so I'm going to change state into the symbiote.
Kai, what did you get?
Oh, my initiative? Sorry. I didn't even... 11.
11. Okay. Sid, what did you get?
If I rolled, I would tell you. I don't know where my d20 is.
That's the most important one.
Tony, I got you.
I got a 13.
13.
I should have used this. Fuck.
What's your initiative bonus?
Oh, I have that. Yeah, 15.
All right, 15. And let's auto roll for these guys. Oh wow, they did not do so hot. Actually, I take that back. They're fine. Oh wow, that is crazy how that initiative worked out. That's funny.
Is it like?
You'll see why it's funny. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack to hit. The first one was a 10. You said
The first one was a 10.
flies right past that guy. Unfortunately.
Then the second was a nat 20, so 27.
Okay, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
So, is that just like max damage then?
No, you would. So what's the damage that you normally do?
It is 4d6.
46. So it would be 6 plus 7d6.
Jesus
You double the
Christ.
damage dice, but then you take one of the damage die and make it maximum.
I see.
6 plus 7d6.
76. He kills him instantly.
Jesus.
So that is 29 points of damage for that one.
29. Yeah,
That's what I was about to say.
you hit that guy square in the face, and in one hit, you don't quite take him out, but it would have been more humane if you had. His entire half of his face is completely melted off. All of the hair that he had on his head is gone. You see that the fire was so hot it melted his one eye out of its socket, and the nose is just nothing but exposed cavity. And he starts
Gnarly.
screaming, holding his face. He is really badly hurt.
Which
Fuck,
one
okay.
was that?
Well, we still got 2 more actually, because I realized this is the 3rd level one.
That was this
So-
one, right?
That was that one.
Okay.
Do that, and then
And you said the 3 closest to the door, so you have this
well,
guy.
4 actually, because I have 4 of them because
Oh,
it's a 3rd level
nice.
spell. So then a 26 to hit on the next one, almost a nat 20. And then that is
Which guy is that?
we'll do this one. 6 points of damage. 0 mouses.
6 points.
And then the top one here will be the last one.
All right.
Oh,
That one probably misses. It's a 10.
That does miss.
Okay, and then I'm gonna step away. And my turn.
now, real quick, as
wait,
my
are we taking in like a
Oh, I guess that's.
surprise round here?
Yeah, so everyone
Still
gets
move
to do.
away though, yeah.
Yeah, you can still move. Everyone gets one action that they can take, but it's only one attack. If you could normally make multiple attacks, you can only do one. That's a
Right.
spell. He cast a single
I see.
spell that had other features,
Uh,
but
I
just
want
for
to.
those of you with multiple attacks.
real quick, hold on. My change state, since I'm within 5 feet of 2 people, as this is going on, the 2 people next to me within 5 feet have to pass a proficiency check or become frightened.
All right, which one of these guys was the one that you hit with that nat 20?
I need to move up because I actually can't.
The one in the
see.
middle.
It was the
There's
one in the
this
middle,
guy.
yeah.
It was this guy.
Okay. He fails automatically. I'm just gonna say he fails automatically because he just got his face fucking burnt off, and then he turns around and there's a giant fuck off lizard. So he's pissing his pants. He automatically fails. The other guy,
The one below me needs to do a DC 8 plus my proficiency, which is 3, plus charisma modifier, which is 2. So DC 8 plus 5.
so a 13 wisdom.
And my wisdom is 14.
No, it's his wisdom, not yours.
Okay, gotcha.
But he rolled an 11, so he is also scared.
He's afraid. In this
Go ahead, Joe.
surprise round,
No.
can I run or just shoot?
You can run for this because I'm being nice.
Okay, that's why I asked,
Um,
because that's usually weird.
Which one is the cult leader? Is it the one in the back here?
This one.
Yeah.
All right,
he's the
I'm
one closest to
going. Let's see, but he's not within 5 feet of Cassian, right?
No. 10.
Okay. So then, do I have advantage with this or no?
No. I would
Okay.
say that this is all just kind of mass chaos happening. It doesn't necessarily give you advantage. It doesn't necessarily give you advantage.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
free attack.
use sneak attack on the one on the bottom.
Okay.
That's the one that
He's-
took 6 damage, right?
Yeah, he is currently frightened. So you're talking about the one right beneath Sid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him with, or I'm going to try to hit him with a poison arrow from the longbow sneak attack.
Okay.
All right, so that is a 18 plus 7.
That is definitely going to hit.
And then we get a d8 for 4 plus 4 is 8, and then 3d6. We get a 6, so 14, another 6, 20, and a 3, 23, and then the basic poison is what? A d4?
I think I need to make a Constitution saving throw, and then if I fail, I
Okay.
take additional.
Right.
Just let me know what I have to make.
I think it's a 10, isn't it? It's like pathetic. Let me double check.
Oh, it was like a saving throw.
Let's see.
He's
Blah,
going to
blah, blah,
fail
blah.
anyways. He rolled a 5, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
good to
Yeah,
know that
it is
for
a
next
10.
time.
Yeah. Okay, so it was 23, right? And then I get another 1d4, which is a 1.
Okay, so you take
24.
24.
24 points of damage. Again,
That's
ton of
30
damage
total.
in one burst shot. You see the arrow as it goes straight into where you know it's going to be a lethal wound. It's going to bleed out. It's just a matter of when. Definitely pierce some vital organs there.
And I'm going to take a step back behind the wall.
So I'll assume just run in, right? That's probably a sufficient movement. Like not run and attack. That seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bit much. You guys
Yeah.
all are getting a free.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
reaction
movement
here,
is,
so.
I think, a sufficient trade for.
Technically, when you hold your action, you're not allowed to use movement, but I'm just go for it for this.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna get up with them.
So that's what you do. Who else hasn't taken their turn?
Me, I will stay by the door and chuck a dart at that first one I see through the archway.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
23.
23 is gonna hit.
And that will be 6 damage.
6 points of damage to him. All right, that's everybody's free attack.
Peace.
I didn't get one, but it's okay if my speech counted as it. I don't.
I'm gonna say with you kind of leading the charge on this, that's you gave everyone the option to have this done. It was creative, so I wanted to reward it. But it still has to be an encounter, right?
Yeah,
Sure,
you're good. You're
yeah.
good. You're good, brother.
100%.
You're good.
All right. So the cult leader that was sitting down sees all of this happening with mass chaos, turns around, sees this giant symbiote creature, sees a dragon in the back. He sees you. He immediately knows that this is not, this is a setup. He doesn't see anyone else, though. I'm going to say he doesn't see you guys back there yet, but he knows that you're there. He is going to
Kill himself.
yeah,
Save us
he's
the time.
he's just going to straight up murder himself.
I mean,
So he looks immediately at Sid. This is a scary thing, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me as he makes a movement that you've seen Kazir cast multiple times.
Me?
Yes. See,
Wisdom.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
My saving throw is a +2. So that is a 19 plus 2. 21.
Nice.
He's got
Fuck
muscles.
you. Fuck you. Why tell me where it's against me? All right. So he goes to cast what you would definitely know as hold person, and the symbiote says, "I'm not a person, bitch," and it doesn't hold any effect on you. The next thing he does is he immediately gestures up into the air, does a prayer motion, and you see this, that dagger you saw in the room just across from you.
Mhm.
You see a shining, radiant replica of it appear, and he casts Spiritual Weapon and is going to use his bonus action to attack Cassian. Bum 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 bum. It's right next to you, by the way. So that's one. Okay, on a hit. So I need to roll a hit with this first. Yum da dum. Sacred. Bitch, why is it not working? Oh no! I don't know why this isn't working. I need to grab my real dice for a second.
Or no.
Oh no.
Or
Do you want me to roll
no!
for you?
No, I want to roll my own dice. You guys
I want to
can
see which
suffer.
would have been the better roll. Do it, Dave.
We're doing it. Let's see what it is. It's a 2.
Yeah, I definitely roll a little bit better than that. Oh, I see the button I could have pressed now to roll this. It's a 13 to hit Cassian.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh.
13 doesn't hit
He's
Cassian.
15, I think.
15.
Yeah, Cassian
Don't
15.
think.
All right. So that is going to end his turn. Action and bonus action. All right. He's. Oh wait, no, that's not going to end his turn. He goes the fuck away from you. Yeah, he doesn't know what you have, so he's going to back away from you. 5, 10,
That's reasonable.
15, 20, 25. He's going to come back here. As he leaves your 15-foot reach, Cassian, you can make an opportunity attack against him.
Wonderful. That's. Does a 23 hit?
Hope so.
23 just missed. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Ron.
Man, I have been rolling max damage on the whip all night tonight. That is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. A solid hit into this guy. He looks a little bit heftier than the other guys, but still, good strike, especially one that you get for free. He looks completely surprised when you reach underneath your robe and in one solid motion strike up, putting a laceration straight up across his back. Newmont, you're up.
All right, I roll 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, I'm going to go diagonal and get right up to this one. Let me just 5, 10.
Why?
It's cute.
And I
Aw.
will use my quarterstaff.
Is that April?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I stand by the door for now just so I
Uh,
can see what's happening? It's just
19.
darkness for me.
Yeah, sure.
All right, bet.
Kazar wants front row seats, man.
Right.
It's just so boring. Everything's just black.
19.
19. Keep in mind, your character just sees whatever's in that room. Your character doesn't know what's going on.
I know, just for me.
19 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Eat that ass.
9.
9 points of damage.
And then I would like to hit it again. Hopefully. 19 again.
19 hits.
Nice.
And 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. All right.
And then I would like to spend a key point and as a bonus action do Flurry of Blows.
Welcome up, Scotty.
Blow that man.
I'm going. That is a 21.
21's going to hit.
And that will be 7 points of damage.
All right. Just kind of leaning into this guy, attack after attack after attack.
And then the next one would only be a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Oh, shit. All right. And then that's another 8 points of damage.
Right. You see Numa comes up, breaks this guy's kneecap, punches him in the thigh so hard that his other leg locks up. He drops to his knees, then he knees him right in the chin. You see all of his teeth shatter, and then he comes down with an elbow across the head, putting a huge gash and dent in his head. And he kind of looks back up at you with like this. He's just sitting there lolling, waiting to die. He's not quite dead, but you did a number on him in one go.
And that will end my turn.
All right. I would hope so. Okay.
Then I action surge. No, I was joking.
So you see one of the cultists looks at the rest of you and then looks at his friends and he says, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
He literally says, I can't do that. You see him thinking about something that he's going to do and he can't do it.
Can't let you get close.
He just saw his friend get leaned into really fucking hard. So he's going to cast a spell on himself. And you see, as he finishes this motion, there's like this radiant shield that kind of blocks him. It's not quite like mage armor. It looks like it's something different than that.
Which one was that?
And he is going to reach out his hand and try to cast Firebolt at Numa.
No Mizzy.
8 to hit.
Nope.
All right.
Don't sound so sad, Jacob.
So you see the firebolt, like he's thinking too long, and then he's like, I got it. And then he stretches out his hand, and the guy whose face is melting, he's just reaching out, and he like bumps into the guy by accident, and it throws off his aim as it hits the wall behind you. And Sid, your turn.
This guy here is the one that was face scorched, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to bite attack him as a bonus action.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
It is a +6.
You like your
So
meat
let's
charred?
see. Like that meat cooked. A 14 + 6, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, how do you want to do this?
I kind of want to chain this into my main action. So with just one like giant bite, he just clamps down clavicle level, engulfing the whole head, and just rips it off. And as he reels off, he takes his sword with his main attack, and he's gonna swing at the guy south of me. This dude.
You go. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Roll for the bottom dude. That's the longsword of vengeance, +7. That is a nat 20.
Oh my
Oh,
lord, dude had like
baby.
1 health.
We love natural ones because it means the 20s are coming, baby.
This blow so fierce literally cuts the guy clean in half, clavicle to hip, and he just falls into 2 pieces onto the floor. And then the symbiote kind of like uses the momentum to spin and stare straight at the cultist leader and gives him a little wink.
Cultist leader looks horrified. This is like a massacre. All of this is happening in 12 seconds, and you've already taken out 2 people. So,
I can still move, yeah?
yeah, you still have movement.
Oh, he's far. Fuck.
1, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You see him sweating. It was like he backed up just enough to make sure that you couldn't get to him.
He's a little close.
But, yeah, you could tell he was trying to run away for a reason.
And, dang it. Okay, he's lucky. That will end my turn.
Okay. Okay. That cult leader is dead. Cassian, your turn.
Cassian, in his biggest booming voice that he has, looks across the room and opens his arms up wide, and he says, Losandi requires sacrifice, and today you are the lucky few. Resistance will be met with an inevitability.
And Cassian has a stroke right at the altar.
Guys,
Oh, Jesus.
Well, the cultist says that will teach him for talking bad.
I would. This is kind of out of pocket. I would like to make a persuasion check to try and get some of these guys to kill themselves in the name of Lysandi.
All right.
Interesting.
There is. Go ahead and make a roll. We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
It's gonna be a hard DC.
It's gonna be hard to see, but I thought it would be fun.
It's still funny.
So
100%.
persuasion. That is a 17.
Is your intimidation higher?
My intimidation is the same as my persuasion.
With a 17, they look fucking terrified, but they're not. Like, you're trying to kill them. They're like, If anything, they're more convinced to run at this point. They might be fanatics, but the one guy looks like he's strong in his belief, and the other guys look like, I'm not so sure that having my eyes melted sounds like fun. So, I'm going to say that you could have tried to do that on your turn, but you can still, if you want to, make an attack. I'll count
Okay,
that as one attack action. So if you still want
one attack action. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will take a whip action against the cult leader. That is
15-foot reach, crazy man.
Yep, that is a 13 plus 8 to hit.
That is going to hit.
21. That's 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage. And I would like to burn a superiority die for menacing.
Good
Does he
idea.
need to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. DC 14.
All right. He's got a 50-50 shot, and he fails.
Yeah.
He is now frightened. He has
All right.
disadvantage on attacks.
Makes total sense because he's got you, who he is now piecing together is the heir to the Greys, and a giant monster who is chasing him. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Seems very valid.
One of the other cult guys, this one right here. What is he gonna do? He's gonna try to help out his buddy. Walks over to you, Numat, and he is going to try to attack you. All right, first natural 20, baby.
Oh no.
All right, this. How do I roll the damage for this? Okay,
Good thing you
Poor
drank that
Newbot.
silly potion.
He didn't deserve to go out like this.
Tell him a fact about the
this
flumps.
this could be bad.
About the flumps.
Tell him about the flumps.
Wait.
This could be bad. Give me a second here. I'm trying to. It doesn't have a way for me to roll the damage on here for some reason, so I gotta get my actual dice again.
Dice time.
Why don't you just keep him at your desk, Brother Bean?
Oh, my
Because
cat's in my
I
rolling
thought that
spot.
I figured out my problem. I figured out how to roll on here for the attack rolls, but not for the damage rolls.
I rolled a 17 for him.
Why would you
Well,
do that?
17 for what?
Whenever
he's
you roll,
rolling-
you don't have your dice. I roll my big
No,
dice.
oh, dear God, I hope he doesn't roll a d20 for damage.
I
No,
don't know
this
what
is
you
this is an inflict wounds spell, which
Oh,
can
shit.
be
Oh,
pretty
3d10.
nasty.
Newmont, I love you, bro.
I'm dead.
I love you,
Again.
bro.
No.
My man hasn't lived once in this whole campaign, bro.
God, I want to get that feat.
He's a very squishy boy.
He's a very squishy boy. And this is why you stay in the archway.
Okay, Newmont,
I have
as
darts,
he
man.
reaches out his hand towards you, you see this blackness, and it brings you back to your childhood. You've seen spells like this cast before. And in this moment of absolute horror, he touches your chest, and you feel more life drained from you than it should, as you take 27 points of damage.
So that's
How much HP you got
9,
down?
10, 11, 12.
I actually rolled pretty low. I rolled one that was a 10, but everything else was in the low numbers.
He's living. He's living.
Barely.
I think just barely.
Thank God for those funny potions.
No, I actually still would have been alive
Oh,
without it.
Good, good, good.
That ends his turn. He sees that you're still conscious, though, and that kind of makes him piss himself a little bit. He was like, that was the best of his ability. That was the one shot he had, and you're still standing. And he's like,
Oops.
oh,
Tony, show us that mug, bro. That mug looks sick.
21.
Ooh, mug.
Yeah.
Vicar, your turn.
Ooh.
Damn, son.
Okay.
Nice.
Skull of my
That's a
enemies,
sweet mug.
baby.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to shoot. Well, wait, what's the deal with these guys? This guy just attacked?
That guy just
Mhm.
attacked Numot. The one beneath him is the one that Numot cracked so badly that he's just kind of swaying, waiting for death.
Okay, I'm gonna use sneak attack on this guy with another poison arrow.
Which
Does
which
that
one? The
count with
weak?
his friend
The
next to him?
no, the tall one. Yeah,
It's
it's
the
5
top
feet.
one.
So if you
5
have
feet. Actually, let me double check on that because he does have a ally next to him,
Yeah,
so
I
I
was
don't
like,
know
right?
if that works.
It should.
Sneak attack. Ba, 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 ba. Where is it? What is it? You don't need advantage if the attack roll if there's another enemy of the target within 5 feet. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and I don't have disadvantage, so I can still do it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go for the sneak attack on him, and we get a 14 plus 7, 21.
21. Even with the shield shimmering around him, you still manage to find that one little opening. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Cool. So we get the D8, which is an 8 plus 4,
All right.
and then 3d6 on top of that.
And then 3d. Okay, go ahead and just tell me the total damage.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that it was indeed a plus 4, which it is. So it's 12, and then 4 is 16, 6 is 22, and 1 is 23. And then do you want to do the DC 10 for him?
He fails. Roll a
He
6.
fails. So then he gets it's a 3.
Total damage.
Was it a 24? I can't remember.
Sure.
Yeah. It was so I think I was at a 21, right? Oh fuck, I think it was actually more than that. So I got the 8 plus 4 was 12. And then I got a 4 which made it 16. And then I got a 6 which made it 20 22. And then I got a 1. So it was 23 plus 3 is 26. 26.
26 points. Okay. This guy put a shield up on himself because he got hit once and he didn't want to get hit again. You find the perfect. You know what? I'm going to say that this is like a trick shot almost for you. You knock 2 arrows at once, pull it back, and you shoot. And the way that you release it, one arrow goes straight into his foot, and he goes, ah! And he kind of throws his shield up a little bit.
like that.
And the second one hits right where the aorta is. And he's like just bleeding out, gasping for air. He's not dead, but breathing on him too hard might do the trick.
I hope it's my turn.
Question about basic poison. When they fail, do they get the poisoned
Oh yeah.
status effect?
If it doesn't say so on the poison, then no.
Basic poison.
Also, I just realized I made it goofy. The cult fanatics are supposed to have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, but too late now.
Goof.
You'll punish us for it later.
That's right.
No,
the
it
building
doesn't
falls
say
down.
that they become poisoned afterwards. Okay, cool.
I think
Okay.
I think it's good enough though. I think the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
hit point creature is not
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
in the
yeah,
world.
John wants blood.
Right, and then All right. Yeah, I'll just pass. Cool. We're good.
Okay. Dead Cold Fanatic. Kai, you're up.
Yay, that sounds perfect. So to throw a potion is it like if he's like right next to me, do I have to like throw it at him still? Like as
So
like a splash potion?
did you make a you made one specific splash potion, right?
Yeah, I wanted to throw it
Both
at.
those guys are like 1 HP too. Can't you just like clean them up?
What splash potion did you make? Remind me.
I thought it was a healing potion. That's like my mini objective with bonus actions is try to like heal people with healing potions.
I don't remember any rolls for a splash healing potion, but that's okay. We'll come back to that. Is it just a basic one, or is
Yeah,
it
I
like
would just want to hit it with Newmont. Hit him and
Okay. Go ahead. Sure.
I thought he had one because he learned about the
He
gunpowder or
did have
something.
a
Yeah.
splash potion.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
remember
what
he
it was.
learned about it. I didn't remember if he made
what
one.
we made.
I know you made one that was a splash potion of gentle repose.
Yes, that's what you made. That's true.
Oh shit. Sorry, I almost lost my dice. Okay.
But I will let it slide. I don't remember. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
We can say
so.
no. It's okay.
Can't you just you're right next to him, you can just pour it on him.
That's kind of what I was like. How does that work if he's like?
It would
just pour
normally
it
be
in
an
his
action
mouth.
unless if it's a bonus for this, but it's fine. We'll say that that's your only splash potion of healing for now, and then you can always
You
make more
can-
later, and then we'll keep better documentation of it.
Yes. And
Take
healing.
these guys out too instead.
That's what. Well, I was gonna heal him and then breathe on him.
Yeah.
Healing potions are 1d6 plus 2, or what's a healing? I just want to heal.
It's
That's
2d4
2d4.
plus 2.
Thank you. Oh, that's a 4. Yo, let's go. And that's 2 fucking 4s. Newmont, you get 10 points of HP.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you.
Giggly.
Thank you.
And then speaking of 4s that I'm not gonna roll very well now, I would like to then take a nice deep breath since I realized they really like poison, and do a straight line of poison breath on both of these guys, which would be a DC 15 Dex to pass. And let's see what and that's a fucking 4. Is this dice broken? Like, no, that's a 1. So they both take 5 points of damage.
Okay. As you breathe this poison at them, Newmont, you hold your nose, and the rest of them, like the guy who has an arrow in his heart, just keeps breathing heavily because obviously he's breathing heavily. And you see, as he starts breathing heavily, his nose starts bleeding, his eyes start bleeding, his ears start bleeding, and he starts just coughing and then just falls dead on the floor. The other guy that Newmont was cracking just over and over again, you see that he's just like embraces it. The same thing happens to him, but he's ready to go.
He's like, oh, wee.
I look at Kai and I just go, brush your fucking teeth, man.
Does it smell like fish?
Smells worse than that.
Smells like death.
All right.
That ends my turn.
Good shit. All right. You got the Cult Fanatic the Cult Fanatic leader and then the Cult Fanatic left. So, damn, you just killed him before you got a turn. That sucks. Kazer.
Wait, it's my turn? It's me?
Yep. Yep, it's
With
you,
my,
big
with
boy.
my nat 1? Oh my days.
You're up, buddy.
That's incredible. Okay.
Did this guy get a turn over here?
Are these guys like badly
Yeah,
injured?
he got a turn. He's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are
What'd
these
you say?
guys like badly injured? Any of these guys?
The cult leader is not really badly hurt that much, and the other guy, I think he's still looking pretty good too.
I don't think he's been
Yeah,
touched.
the other guy hasn't been touched at all.
Yeah.
Which one's the leader?
The leader is the one being closed in on by Cassian and Sid.
Okay.
Far left.
95 feet. Right?
Wow, really?
I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
Nice.
You see Kazer peek around the corner.
Side hand.
23 to hit.
23 is
He's
gonna
a
hit.
sniper.
Go ahead and roll damage.
8 points of damage.
It's just like.
All right,
Then-
he's just like a solid throw, just hits him.
Don't mind me, just skedaddling back here and I'll end my turn. See you guys in 20 turns.
So many of them are dead now, though. You'll be fine.
What is that?
Yeah, you rolled 2 for initiative. That was funny.
Yeah, nat
Okay.
1.
Cult leader. He is going to move his spiritual weapon over as his bonus action and crack Cassian over the head if he can.
Wait, I need to watch this again.
He was just like, oh, got some popcorn.
All right, that is a 16 plus 3 to hit,
That hits.
and that's going to be, I think he just cast it at the normal level. Yeah, all right. So that's going to be 9 points of damage to you, Cassian, as you're cracked over the head, or actually as you're stabbed with this replica of that dagger in the other room. And he smiles when he sees you in pain, and then he says to you,
Oh, damn.
no, he just looks at you and he makes the same gesture that he tried to make at Sid. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You shake off this compulsion to stay still, and he looks concerned about that.
You hear the symbiote say, "Not too good at that."
Newmont, you're up.
All right, I would like to cast False Life on myself.
You don't say.
Again.
It's at will. All right, so I'll give myself some temp HP.
He's living, boys. He's living.
I'm just going to back up and end my turn. Because
Alright.
casting False Life, that's my action, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cold Boy. He is going to look at Sid and try to follow his mentor's actions, and he tries to do the same hand gesture on Sid again. Make another wisdom saving throw for me.
What is my wisdom? Is a okay. 17 plus 2, 19.
God damn it! Yeah, you're fine.
Damn, geez, you guys.
Now we roll well.
Now we
Yeah,
roll.
he looks mighty scared. He makes a no. You can't do that. Never mind. Can't cast 2-leveled spells in a single turn.
Got
Alright.
all those ones out on the doors.
Sid, your turn.
I'm looking straight at the cult leader, and you have this giant, like, ear-to-ear grin. I'm gonna start with a bite,
Right?
which is a bonus action.
Do you have a 10-foot reach, or do you still have a 5-foot reach?
Wait.
I think the bite.
I meant to move him. He's supposed to be right up on him.
Alright.
So that is a 13 plus 6, a 19.
19 hits.
And then damage is D8 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay.
And then he's also going to swing for a longsword attack. Which is 24.
24 is also going to hit.
And a D8. Two plus 4 is 6.
6 points of damage.
It is.
At this point, he's starting to look a little hurt.
And then I'm going to action surge.
We knew it was coming. We knew it
And I
was
took
coming.
that personally.
And I'm going to divine smite this guy.
Oh my
All
lord.
right. Well, let's see if you hit first, big shot.
Just like last time.
21.
Sure, that's 12.
Do something for me.
Wait, that's the wrong dice. A D8 is 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2D8. What did I
Yeah.
say? 10 plus 7
So
plus
17.
2.
All right. So 19 points of damage.
Oh,
Yeah, he took a bit of a hit there. As you divine smite into him, You clearly blow off a portion of his side, but he still is just like looking at you like daggers. At this point, he's got resolve. He knows he's not living through this. He's gonna fight it out anyways. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, action surge is only action, not bonus action, correct? Where'd it go?
I believe you get a bonus action as well.
Really?
You actions.
I think
You
you did.
take one additional action on your turn. That's all it says. One additional action.
Okay, then I would say no. Then it's been a while. I need to brush up on that.
I don't think you do.
If someone wants to research it while we're running this, while you're waiting for your turn.
It just reads one additional action, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Cassian.
Cassian will do
It
a
does not.
back somersault and land on this pew here across the top beam and balance perfectly on the top beam.
You know what I have to make you do, right?
Yes, I do. I'm ready.
All right. Go ahead and make the check.
That is a 12 plus 7.
All right, you're fine.
Okay. So Cassian lands perfectly like a cat on the top cross beam. A swirl of purple wind comes around his feet as he takes a second wind and gains 7 plus 5 points of health. Just add that real quick. And then I will take my whip and I will first go across my body and hit this cultist for a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit this guy. He has a floating shield around him. It bounces off the shield as it corrects itself to block your blow.
So with a perfect glancing blow, he brings the whip back across his body and hits the cult leader with the whip.
Okay.
Which is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
So that will be for a 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. All
And
right.
then I am going to action surge.
Of course.
And I'm going to attack the cult leader again with the whip, which is a 13 plus 8 hits. That's 5. That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah, he is looking very bad at this point.
Not gored.
Just looking through his spell list to see if he has any last ditch thing. Hang on.
Cast explosion.
Self destruct.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Cast a wish.
Yeah, he casts Wish. You all die.
Oh no!
Joke's on you. He's a 9th level spellcaster. Okay. That ends your turn.
That ends my turn.
All right.
As far as this guy.
Vicar, you're up.
Yes. Okay. I am going to. Yeah, there's no way I don't have the range for this from here. I'm going to shoot my longbow at the cult leader with a sneak attack.
All right. Can you make a? Yeah, I guess you can make a shot that far without disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Cool. So we're gonna roll to hit, and we get a not gored. It's a 10.
Unfortunately, it misses.
Okay, and I was gonna use a poison arrow there, so I'm all out of those.
All right.
And
Bonus action.
I don't really have many of those.
What do you mean you're a rogue? You have more than anybody.
Well, not really. I can dash or hide or right. I just have those ones.
Dash, hide, disengage. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get really far really quick, I guess you could. But
Let's. I don't think so. I will. I guess move behind this pillar and hide.
okay. Make a stealth check for me.
Cool.
So sneaky, so hide.
Actually, I mean, I don't think
Fine.
that makes sense. They're just gonna see me
They can
anyways.
just
It's
walk
cool.
around the corner.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill. We're good. We don't have to do that.
All right, Kai, you're up.
He is not too far away from me. I'm going to venture. Oh, that's not how I move. Venture this way, at a more direct pathing, and I'm just gonna walk up to him. I don't remember if this guy is bloodied or not, but I'm just
No,
going to
he was barely hurt.
touched. Yeah.
He's health.
Just gonna try to take a nice, good old swing on my long sword, not any type of fancy sword. Well, on this die, to see if I can hit him. I have a 16, and then what's the? I don't have my sheet up.
Did you roll a 16?
Yeah, +5, so 21.
Ah, shit. I thought you. Never mind.
Sorry, I always roll that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the number that I have to add again?
All right. Yeah. No. Okay. You hit him.
And then I got a D8 plus dose. Ooh, a 7 plus 2, so 9. And then right after I finish my longsword attack, I would like to then flurry of blows him. And I have to roll for each of those. That does not hit. That's an 8. That's an 8 plus 5, I assume. 13 doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
Not this guy.
Yeah, I figured. And then a 6 plus 5 is 11. And that also doesn't hit then. So I am out of a key point. And that's it.
All right. Kazur, buddy, you ready to do your one more spell?
Honestly, I forgot how to turn. I've been thinking about it.
You can hit this guy.
All right, boys, you ready for this?
Ready
Do
for
it.
it.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
Firebolt.
Fireball.
Fireball, baby!
Burn,
All
burn,
right,
burn,
Let's hit the ringleader again.
Singe him up.
21.
21's gonna
Damn.
hit.
My man's rolling.
17 points of damage with the firebolt.
Sid likes his
You
meat
see.
charred.
Okay. He's looking extremely bad. You see, as Kazur hits him with his firebolt, it blows off his entire left shoulder. Like his arm hits the ground as a charred mess, and he screams out in pain. He's looking real bad here.
All right, I'm gonna end my turn.
All right, it's his turn. He looks at you guys, and he takes out some of that backbone you saw from the other priest, and he takes out some sulfur, and then he says, "Go to the hells where you belong." And he throws it on the ground, and there is. I need. Hang on. Where's the details of the spell? Okay, 20-foot radius.
Yacht.
Radius?
Y'all are
Yeah.
gonna fucking suffer for this.
So,
So
You think you can just shit on him
it
and
gets
get
far,
away
but
with
not
it?
that far.
So- everybody here. So Kai, Cassian, and Sid, you all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Dex
is it,
save,
does he like
baby.
throw it so it's like in a?
Isn't that 20 feet?
Oh, it's a 20-foot radius, so it's a 40-foot diameter.
Ah,
And he's
okay.
throwing it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, he's probably throwing it in the middle
yeah.
of us or
Okay.
something.
I don't know what I just did.
That's
I can't
fine.
delete it. Help.
Click on the
Permanent.
center of
Oh,
what
they're
you-
duplicating.
No, make another one.
Help.
Make another one.
Yeah, you can make rectangles like this direction.
Click
Like
on
this.
the center of what you just did, and then click the delete button, and then you'd be fine. Or Josh, could you help?
Or just draw
I
more shapes.
can't delete their
stuff.
There you go.
measurements. I
There you
don't think.
go, there
Oh
you
yeah,
go,
I
there you
can.
No, no, no,
Th-
no, no, no.
Th-
no,
thanks,
no.
Josh.
Well, did I mess it up?
No, you're good. Yeah,
You
I wanted
helped.
to delete it.
Actually,
Oh my god,
let's
we've
see.
gaslit Josh into thinking he fucks everything
No,
up.
I
boys.
don't-
What
dude,
have we done?
I deleted it and you were like, thanks, Josh. And I was like, God damn, the one thing I wasn't supposed to do, I did. I was like,
Thanks,
I'm trying
Obama.
to.
Thank you. Oh, what do I have to do? What do we have to do, Jacob?
You guys have to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah,
for
that's a-
future reference, for anyone who doesn't know how you delete those, you just have to make sure you're clicked on the measurement controls in the top left, and then it'll let you click on the center of the radius,
Yes,
and then
yes,
you can
yes.
just click delete. But
Measurement controls. I
There you go.
see.
So, This is-
Oh.
I think this is a 20-foot radius sphere.
That looks good.
That looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay, so he gets all three of you and his cult buddy in there, Yeah. So go ahead and make your throw.
I got a 9.
9 fails.
19.
19
Also fails.
succeeds.
15, right? 13 plus
Hang on, I
2.
need to look at his thing real quick.
13 plus 2.
That is how you math.
I
You
did the math.
Math
Wait,
is not
15
suck.
15 plus 2, so 17.
No, I'm sorry. 13 plus 2. 15.
Okay. That just succeeds. So get ready for hurt.
Oh shit, really?
Oh no.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, this is like his.
His final hurrah.
Yes. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I mean, I failed, so don't kill me.
Hurt me.
Nope.
Hurt me plenty.
Sorry for this, guys. It's taking me a second.
You're fine.
You're good.
Don't you worry about it.
I'm gonna roll a d10 while we wait.
Why?
That's a 4. Even who cared?
The lot of you take 26 points of fire damage.
Even
And
if you
wait a
save-
minute. Sid.
I'm shaking.
I was just gonna say, is that on the succeed or is that
Yeah, that's on the
before-
on the
Okay.
success, you take half. So
13?
yeah. But you take double
me-
damage while you're in your
I take double of half, so I take the normal amount then.
you take
is
the
that...
normal amount.
And
The
if you're
26.
metallic gold dragonborn, who has fire resistance,
You take half, right?
Or is anyone knocked unconscious from that, or are you guys all still up?
I'm still
You're
up. I'm
also-
I'm hurted. I'm a little hurted.
Jacob.
Yeah.
That was like an explosion.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to sentinel.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 plus 8 to hit. So I want to roll damage and then I want to explain how I'm doing this. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is it when someone makes an attack roll that you can do
Yes,
sentinel?
any attack roll.
It's not an attack roll though. It's
it's a spell.
it's a spell that he threw in the center, so it's not like he attacked.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
He's not within 5
He's not
feet.
within 5 feet.
Yeah, he's
I
not
have a
within
15
5 feet. And
I have a
he-
50 we had mentioned earlier that the whip counted as 15.
That's right.
it's his last hurrah. I'll let it slide, but going forward, that's not technically how that works. It's an attack made. That's a saving throw that people have to do. It's a little bit different. Just so going forward, we know how that works.
It's okay either way. If you
No, go ahead and
Okay.
make your attack. If you hit this, then yeah. By the way, the other guy's completely eviscerated. He just
It's like he's gonna die anyways, right? So
I could
So
kill
that-
all of us.
is 12 points of damage.
Does it hit? Did you roll to hit?
Yes, I did. 17 plus 8.
Yeah, he did
Okay,
20.
alright.
Some...
And how much damage? 13 points.
12.
12 points. He had 13. I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead. How do you want to do this?
So as the explosion fades and the cultist is happily looking at the mess he just made, he looks down at his left hand, in which he's holding the dagger, and he realizes that Cassian's whip is wrapped around his wrist. And Cassian flicks his whip, and he stabs himself underneath the chin and falls to his knees dead.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
yeah, there's a combat over, but this is a bloody mess all around you guys. Bodies everywhere, half devoured corpses, body parts all over the place.
Did he create that? Like in that motion, he mixed 2 ingredients together and threw it, or was it something pre-made that he threw?
It was 2 ingredients. Like it was a spell that he was casting. It wasn't like it was a pipe bomb or something.
Right.
It was clearly magical in nature.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Those two those 2 ingredients were combined to make the spell.
Word.
All right, so I'm
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
voice out an idea here. We just hit 11, 15.
Oh, yeah.
Is everyone still wanting to move on, or is this a good stopping point for everybody?
We just had a big old fight. Pretty good.
I'm fine.
I'm good. The only thing that I will float is last session we ended a little earlier, and it felt like everyone was kind of refreshed and felt good. Like no one was like really tired. We ended on a high note.
Mhm.
So I don't know if
Ah,
how much gas is left in the tank for everyone. I would rather end on a higher note than on
Yeah,
everyone's kind
I
of
like that about last session.
I'm okay to finish to call it there if that's what everyone wants to do.
All right. Let me just real quick before we pack up. I want to check something here. See if you guys made.
I'll also say we did start a little later today just because Jacob had uncontrollable circumstances, but since Joe doesn't have classes on Friday anymore, if we're able to start like 5:36ish, 11's like a good solid 5-hour session, so
Mhm.
I'm at 3 hours and 20 minutes of recording.
Word.
That's a good number.
Blaze it.
Yeah. Oh, I will say that last encounter that you guys had, too late now, but you missed out on another very rare weave
I
fragment.
fucking told
I was gonna
you!
say, I was like, can we harvest these guys?
These guys were not as powerful. You can only harvest the cult
I
leader,
wasn't
and it's going to be a
sure.
weak fragment.
I
didn't-
wasn't sure that we could do that from human beings. I thought it would only
There's
have been.
I
humanoid.
thought
also
it
thought
was.
that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good to know
Uh,
though. Like
and
going
The
you
more you
forward.
know.
So what are we doing? Like scalping them?
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Hell
decide,
No,
right?
you can take magical parts from them essentially. So someone
Oh,
that has like
yeah.
a weird
Their
magical
magic
defect.
wand.
Take
Okay.
that magic wand. That's right.
We gotta remember this. So we can harvest the cult leader. Is that?
Boys, are we playing another hour?
Is it? It's based on their level,
Jacob,
right?
I just
Well,
sent
yeah,
you a
no, I
DM.
saw what you
Okay.
sent me. How about let's do this? Let's do the rolls for seeing what you guys get from this, and then think about whether or not you want to keep playing after that point, and we'll come to a decision once you made the rolls for this.
Fair.
All right. So this is a humanoid. So I'm going to
Medicine.
tell you.
I see medicine
Survival.
and survival.
I forgot about the person earlier.
So
I
you
looked at this before we
can-
did it. I don't think I'm medicine. No, I don't have proficiency in medicine. I can do survival.
Don't tell me I'm a medicine person.
I'm pretty sure you are.
I can't be. It's terrible. We're all gonna
Well,
die.
you don't need to have it. It's just like an extra bonus,
I
right?
will give you hepatitis.
So,
There's a lot of
So-
reasons you could.
so
give
the
us advice,
assessment
bro.
is the D20 plus intelligence, and then if you have a proficiency, that's fine, right? And the
D20 plus intelligence.
yeah,
Okay.
intelligence
do.
modifier.
So,
All right,
yeah,
and then so the extraction is D20 plus strength or dex, and then if you have. So like, let's say I have +4 in dex, but no modifier, and somebody else has +3 in dex, but a +2 modifier, then they would technically have a.
Right.
exactly. It's designed to be fairly level, but to always have somebody else's skills highlighted, depending on what creatures you kill.
Yeah.
Because it really
So-
sucks when you have just the smart guy doing the one that does all of the checking, and then the dexterous
Yeah.
guy doing all the cutting, leaves people out.
So wait, if I have a +4 in medicine, but I don't have proficiency in it, you can't count it, right?
Correct.
No, you can still. So you use medicine as the skill,
Yeah.
but you add your proficient. If you are proficient in medicine, you add that proficiency to the roll for the medicine check.
Oh, the if
Like, it-
applicable.
it would
I
be-
intelligence
see.
check.
Yeah.
It's a medicine check.
So basically, you guys are rolling. If you were to click on just medicine as
it
is,
would
whatever
be-
that
Yeah,
whatever that number is that you have on your character sheet,
I got you.
you add that number to the if applicable. Just
It's a straight
replace
medicine
if
check.
applicable with
Yeah.
that number. You're fine.
Yeah, it's just a straight medicine check.
Yeah, but instead of doing medicine, which usually uses wisdom, you're doing a d20 plus your dexterity, which is why I had to word it like this, because it's not just doing a medicine check.
So you don't need proficiency in it?
You don't need proficiency in it, but it helps you. So, like
'Cause
you
I-
were saying, if someone had a plus,
So you don't get the bonus unless you have proficiency. If you don't have proficiency, it's just the D20 plus your dex or strength.
it is your d20 plus your dex and strength plus, in this case, your medicine, and you get to add
The proficiency if you're proficient.
the proficiency if you're proficient.
Okay. All right.
So like my survival is +5.
So you,
So-
if let's say it's a survival check, right? So for you, it would be 1d20
Yep.
plus dexterity plus 5.
Mhm.
If you're proficient, it's still a +5. If you aren't proficient and you have a +5, it's still a +5. The
Okay.
if proficient thing is just saying, think about who might have the proficiency in
Yeah,
it,
gotcha.
because their bonus scales in a way that your modifiers don't.
Right.
And this one's
So a rogue with expertise in a medicine is going to do way better at an intelligence check than someone who even has a +5 intelligence. In this case, if they have that
Mhm.
bonus, because they have like a +11 at a certain level.
I see. So you're just rolling the like if you're doing medicine, you're just clicking on the medicine thing and rolling that.
So, but you don't click on that button. You just take that number and you
Yeah.
add it to your intelligence roll or your dexterity roll.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like
Does that make
combining
sense?
things.
Like for you, John, it's your sleight of hand plus dexterity is what you roll.
Right. So it would be a d20
Or
plus
maybe it's
7 plus
maybe
4.
it's survival for this one actually, but yeah.
Yeah. But well, yeah, I don't think I have any of the proficiency.
I have survival.
Yeah, I think a couple of us
So-
do. So wait, just to
My
clarify,
survival and medicines.
the medicine and survival are assessments, right?
They're both. The medicine and survival apply to both the assessment check and the extraction check.
Oh.
So one person can do assessment with one or the other, right?
Yeah.
And then the
Mhm.
second person can do the extraction with one or the other.
Yep. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be either or. You could both use the same thing.
Right.
Tony, you want to split this then?
Yeah, I can do survival.
Okay, I can do.
So
Or I mean the extraction.
Yeah, if you
so
do
for the
extraction.
extraction, roll a d20 plus. For you, it'd probably be better for strength.
Yeah, strength, which is a +3, and then my survival is a +5, so d20 +8.
Exactly.
Can I also do survival as the assessment, or do I have to
Yeah,
do
you
medicine?
want to.
15 +8 for mine on the extraction, so 23.
Okay.
23. It is literally impossible for you guys to fail getting this Wii fragment.
You're welcome.
I'll still roll
So-
anyway. Well, that's a 4. -1 plus 7. So 10.
10. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. You got a 10, and you got a 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
33.
Since you missed that one last time, I'm going to remind you that just this once, any creature, which means anything you can kill, if it's high enough level, you can try to extract something from it. That being said,
Word.
I'm going to give you a robust weave fragment.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
From the one you didn't get last
So-
time, I'm just upgrading this one
Thank
because
you.
you rolled high enough
Yeah,
to
in my
get it.
mind, it just seemed weird that we'd be like somehow
Harvesting a human being,
Like
yeah.
that just
It just feels weird.
I'm for it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
are,
fun
Sid,
part,
you
though.
fucking
As you
weirdo.
guys are assessing
Hungry.
the person who's assessing this, I want you to tell me what part of this guy seems like a good thing to take for
Oh yeah.
turning into some sort of
There's
magical.
only one real answer.
God likes
here.
where this is going.
What part am I
No,
ripping
no,
off?
I'll do
no.
the assessment first. So I'm looking at this guy. His left arm is completely off. So I'm like, well, that's not any good. I look at his face. I'm like, dude's fucking ugly. Can't do any of that. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna take. Just like Scott, would I take his hand? I think his hand might be really good.
I
You
mean,
look
this
at
one
his-
can be useful. For sure.
Mhm.
You look at his hand and you make note that his wrist is broken very precisely right around where the whip was. If you can cut right where that line was, it'd probably be a great clean extraction of this. And you make note of that to Sid, who hardly listens to you as he just one swipe with a greatsword comes down.
Not even. It's the symbiotes, though. He goes over, rips the arm off, and bites at the wrist and consumes the arm and just drops the wrist into Kai's hands.
Hey,
Thanks.
it's a messy job, but you have your components. So whoever's taking notes of the components, write down
Yeah, I
that you
got
have
it.
a
Humanoid.
robust humanoid free
Mhm.
weave fragment.
Do so like a robust humanoid fragment versus a robust like celestial.
Yeah.
Does that change what we can use it for?
I don't think so. I think you can still find a way to do whatever you want with it, but it's
Yeah.
a fun way to say, okay, what part
Like how
do
to
I have?
integrate it?
where
Yeah.
do they come from? Like
Got it.
for Kai, for example, if he kills a dragon, it might be cool to make a dragon-themed weapon with the dragon part he extracted.
Right.
It's just for flavor, but it gives you ideas to go off of.
Cool.
Oh, I should take his. I had a funny idea just now. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
A sentinel shield. Its description has an eye in the shield. That's some flavor.
You remove his eyeball.
We can metagame it.
Chef's
Right,
kiss.
or not metagame it. We can switch it around. Go ahead and
Oh, and I was just thinking it doesn't have to be that way. I was just trying to think of
No,
other
forget
items.
it. You just drop his hand on the ground and you just fucking rip his eyeball out as well.
Savage sorcerer. Sheesh.
Jesus.
your choice.
I'll do it with my mage hand if you don't want to.
I mean, I'll hold his head in place.
All right,
Sid just rips his head off.
As a team effort, you guys, you get the eye as well, and you see the symbiote licking his very pointy teeth, wanting to maybe have a nice juicy little eyeball, but you make sure to pocket it before.
Mhm.
What other items
do anything
use
about it.
stuff?
All right, so you guys got another weave fragment here. So
Nice.
We need one for the quiver too.
What type do you need for the quiver?
On the robust, I believe,
Robust.
right? Yeah.
and I think that's your guys' first robust weave
Yep.
fragment.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because we're dumb.
And
We've had like 4
Right.
chances to get it right.
3,
You've
but
had
yeah.
more than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
where this item list,
Jacob,
by
check
the way,
DM real quick.
like how John knows he needs a robust for the quiver. Where is that?
It's just something
It's
that I
uncommon.
discussed.
You talk about offline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Well,
the
okay.
look at
rarity.
the item rarities in the
Mhm.
crafting sheet, and then when you look for items on D&D Beyond, it will tell you the rarity of the items, and it just corresponds to the rarity.
I
of
see.
the
So an
fragment.
uncommon item needs a robust. I see. Okay,
right.
that makes sense.
There you go. Yeah. Noted, Josh. So now that you guys are just kind of looking around a little bit more, not really in the panic of this, you see. It's not on here, but see those torches on either side of the altar? There's 4 torches back there.
Oh, yes,
Right,
along the back
right
wall.
here. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Oop.
Like here.
Be very careful.
Yeah.
It's very careful.
Hang on, let me do my thingy. Yeah.
Yes.
So right here and right here, there are a set of big oak double doors that lead down, but
Oh,
they
I gotcha.
are locked, and there is some sort of magical seal on it.
Probably should have kept one of those guys alive.
Can I look at the main guy's body to see if he has anything useful?
Go ahead and do an investigation check for me.
Put his hand against it.
Alright.
We have it.
Oh shit, that's actually kind of hilarious.
Got an 8. Keen eye.
You come down, take a look. You realize the guy has no hand, no arm. The other arm's blown off, missing eye socket, burnt to a crisp. And you're just kind of like, I don't really want to touch that. So you just kind of look at it for a second. And you're like, it looks good to me. And then walk away.
Alright. Valid.
Can I take the hand? I don't know if I have the hand in the eyeball. Can I take the hand and like put it on the wall and then put the eye on the eyeball or the eye on the wall to see if it's I'm trying to like the digital scans. I'm like scan this guy.
Biometric.
You see Kai pick up this eyeball and start smearing eyeball juice all over the wall, and or all over the door, and nothing.
No, Kai, you're supposed to kick it.
Oh, you're right, I would like to kick it.
Walk over and try and figure out what's going on with this lock.
After that doesn't work, I'd like to just kick the wall.
Kick the wall. Yeah, you hurt your foot.
Son of a bitch.
Jacob, is this a like a bowl of holy water, or what
what
we
is
could
that?
assume to be?
It is a bowl of. Go ahead and do an Arcana check for me.
Kazur, I need you to look at this bowl.
Okay, sure. I was gonna look at the wall first, but we can do that.
It's a nice
Go
bowl.
ahead and roll.
22
22
on
Arcana.
the bowl.
This is sort of like holy water, but it's kind of the opposite. It's like anti-holy water.
Can we
It's
compare this against the vial we had?
yeah, it's not Not the same stuff. With a check that high, you would know that it's not like the antidote that they were making. That was specifically an antidote. This
Because
looks
do you have
like-
any more empty
This
vials?
could be the poison they're using to poison people. This could
Absolutely.
be what's... Yeah.
Mm.
Vicard, do you have any more vials?
I just emptied one that was filled with poison.
Well,
And with the check that high, you would also know that it is holy water. It's just for a not good religion, if that makes sense. There's nothing like poisonous about it.
Okay.
The bad
It's like
holy
a
water.
dark holy water.
It's not like a pool of literal poison.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Holy
Vicar-
water
Vicar would
skunked.
never and tell you that.
Can I also go check out the door now that has this lock on it?
Yep.
It's got fucking eyeball smeared all over it.
Yep. What do you want to do to try to? What are you doing?
I mean, like, does it have any interaction when you like touch it with something? Like, if I got the eyeball in my mage hand and like threw it at the wall, does it have any effect when the eyeball touches it? Or
That's what I did.
No.
Yeah,
So
but
you
I'm
walk.
actually gonna use, you know
You
what I mean?
walk up
you
to
kicked
Kai,
it.
who's just smearing an eyeball, and you're like, no, it's like this, and then you take the eyeball, you start smearing it against the
No, just one single throw.
So good.
It's about the precision.
yeah.
Now, is there an
Yeah.
effect or anything, or like?
Oh.
No, there's nothing here. It's just it's a door that looks like it has a magical, like a lock made out of magic, like a padlock that's
Oh.
locking everything down.
Okay.
And whenever you try to touch the door, a purple shimmer comes out from that lock, like it's magically blocked.
I don't know, boy. You should have got a wizard, not a sorcerer.
While everyone's
Fair.
doing that, I'm gonna cast Second Wind.
Can I just fill this flask with the holy water? Or the vial? Yeah.
Sure.
Might
You
as
have
well.
one vial of dark holy water,
Yeah.
What are these pews made out of?
stone.
I can't pick
They
that
don't
up,
look
I'm
very
assuming.
comfortable.
Can I pick it up?
5.
That stone
like-
chair would be heavy.
A stone.
It's like
pew?
150 pounds at least,
Probably more.
Sid,
probably more.
would you like to help me throw this
But
stone chair
why?
at that
Oh, okay.
wall?
Sure.
You're just lifting weights.
I mean, we
We
could
got two
both do an athletic
stumbles.
forward if you want.
Yep, both do an athletics check for me as you try to.
Athletics is a +6. Get
Mhm.
quick going.
That's why the only reason. I
You're
done this.
you're in your symbiote form. Take advantage of this just for the fun of it.
Ooh, hell yeah. So the first one was a 1.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
The second one's a 19 +6,
I really should
25.
have let that lie as it was. That could have been so
It
funny.
would have. I got a 15 plus 5.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna roll with it a little bit. So you go to pick it up, and Sid does at the same time, and you see him pick it up, but his finger slip, and it crushes his big toe, and he swears really loudly, and then gets angry. And before you have a chance to even pick it up further again, Kai, the symbiote just takes it, full force muscles it, and throws it as hard as he can right at the door out of pure anger. And that thing was a pretty good throw. Breaks the chair, shatters it into dozens of pieces, but
Doesn't break the door.
the door looks fine.
That was fun. Thanks, Sid.
Numod, would you please help me look over this altar, see if we can find something, a button to depress, or maybe some sort of arcane key?
Yeah, could I see if there's any?
Go on.
Could I see if there's any notches or
I'd like to
kind
help.
of depressions around it?
Sure.
Kai's
Make an
tired.
investigation check for me.
Kai sits in a chair.
Does he get advantage because I'm helping?
You're rubbing his back.
13. Yeah, you don't. I mean, they're statues. You feel like if something was gonna be super noticeable, it would be a little bit more obvious than this, and it's not showing itself. So, it's probably not here.
Kind of just looks like an altar
I
to
don't
me.
believe you.
Can I get someone to come with me back to those rooms? I'm gonna see if I can read some of the documents there and find out how to get through this.
Sure.
Like if there's like a passcode or something.
Real quick, Vicar, can I just take your vial and pour it on the thing, and you can just get some more if I can just.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm gonna take his vial and just pour it on the symbol on the wall, with the holy water.
Pour it on the lock, and
Nothing.
nothing happens.
Okay, I fill it up and to get back to him.
I would say that you guys could pretty just through basic deduction, figure out that there must be some sort of physical key to this lock. Or
A chair.
Kazir, roll an Arcana check as you're looking at this.
21.
21. Two things could open this door. There's a physical key somewhere, and you don't know where.
Mhm.
Or you could cast the spell Knock, which would magically suppress the arcane lock that's on this door for about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna search through these side rooms for the key.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll stay with Vicar.
Are these bodies still here? Like, can I search all the bodies in this room?
I'm gonna like message the group and be like, someone check the left passageways.
Me and Sid will do that.
Yeah, we'll go that way.
I'm sticking with you and Sid.
Yeah, like, where's the...
Splitting the party always works really well, so this is good.
Yep. It was bound to happen eventually.
I'm in
All right,
this.
you guys walk down a hallway and come across it. Everyone stop moving for a second.
Yep.
Okay. You come down a longer hallway, and you are met by a door.
That's us.
Classic door.
The three of you guys, yeah.
I'm not feeling that great, so let's be careful.
I'm gonna go back with the other guys.
Do you want to let us know what's going on over there, Newmont?
You're
What
all
do you
the
mean?
way on the other side of the
Yeah.
hall. I
Yeah.
don't think you have any contact with them right now.
I'd
Yeah.
agree with this.
Well, I was gonna say if Newmont was gonna leave.
No, that was a troll.
Okay.
Oh.
I ain't just bouncing all the way. I will go up. Could I see if I could depress the handle and open it slightly?
Hold on.
I'm gonna grab some water. I can still hear you guys.
Okay.
Gotta love Dave's pants.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
Thanks. They're really comfy.
What are you
boys,
saying,
I guess
Sid?
we decided to do another hour, huh?
I mean,
I
we're not going into another combat. I'll tell you that much. Not
we
tonight.
We can try to get through the doors, and that be the...
Nice. That means we're safe. Loot everything while we're safe.
That is not how that
There's
works.
doors? These doors are terrifying?
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing? You're at that door right now. But there's no one else around you. It's just the three of you.
I would like to slowly check to see if the door is locked.
Make a sleight of hand check.
6.
Cassian goes...
Wow.
to see if the door is locked or not. And it isn't locked.
I would like to slowly open the door.
You're forgetting.
And we'll pick up there next week. Not doing a combat this this late. Oh yeah.
Yay!
Why? Why'd you do that?
Is there
Son of
actually...
a bitch.
Is there actually a dude there?
You'll find out next week.
Okay.
To be
Oh,
continued.
God damn it.
There's a level 50 black dragon on the other side of that door, guys.
Oh, interesting.
We haven't
Well-
gotten to Kai's backstory yet.
To be honest with you, with the amount of explosions and yelling and cursing that has just happened in the other room, whoever's behind that door was coming in anyway. So,
Right?
Yeah, that is true.
Whew. That was fun.
GG's.
GG's. All of the greatest of games. Goodbye, chat. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, all 7 of you.
I don't even know if I don't even... I am still streaming and recording, so that's good.
Peace
My
out,
girlfriend
gentlemen.
watched for a
GGs.
little bit.